Save. Sorry, just for you. Right, so this is an interesting one because at the end of the last session I said I would do some off-stream grinding, but I'm starting the stream right here because I went and did some off-stream grinding, but not here. As you can see, there's a difference of 4 days. The reason for that is I can show you.
I'm gone.
Apparently, using the Modron Cube and resetting the dungeon in the Modron Cube breaks Sigil. And the last session was a lot of people dead who shouldn't be dead. Raise my volume a little bit. Ah, is that a bit better? Just like that? I do appreciate that, thank you. Am I a bit clearer? Good man, thank you, just like that. Also, follower since 2013, very nice, I appreciate it. But yeah, this is the problem. The door is locked. It's bugged, so it looks as if it thinks I've never been in the foundry. Yeah, I have been in the foundry. I am a godsman. So yes, if I leave here, I can't get back in. So I left, done a whole bunch of grinding, got levels, experienced other professions and stuff like that. Also, I found a bug, an exploit that means I could get infinite constitution upgrades. So I could get this up to 25 if I so desired. So yeah, I think this game's starting to get on the broken side. So I think we're going to try and get the stream builder done. And I think we're going to try and push for the ending. Because I'm worried that this game's not going to survive. So we tried to go in. There was 2 big massive demons. So I have stocked up all the consumables I can and all the upgrades I can think of onto the nameless one. So I've got the intestinal phylacteries for giving full heals, because I have heal, which is a full health restore. So I get 3 of them. I've got the embalming charms. I have charcoal charms, plus 3 intels, increases generation, increases resistances, more armor. I can do acid storm. I've got needles and threads. I have magic missile wands. I am basically trying to be geared up to the nines to try this a few times. I've also optimized my spells to be as many damaging spells as I can, because I don't want to be in melee with these guys. I want to run and just keep casting spells and just going pew, 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 pew. So I'm going to equip the intestines over... Oh, wait a second. Which Mage's Field only increases my armor. So I'm going to equip the intestines to increase my health. Because my logic here is I'm going to get hit. Like, that's going to happen. I am going to get hit. So my way of avoiding that is just increase my health so I have a better chance of healing, because I don't know how damaging these guys, if they can just immediately one-shot me. Because I did see monsters when they were uncursed that did 30 damage in 1 hit. So, and these things look big and scary and deadly, so... Oh. Yes. Just finished work, like, 8 minutes ago, so... 10 minutes ago, actually. So let's give this a wee go. I'm just gonna get in and hope for the best. Here we go. Find yourself back in Under Sigil. Demonic howls continue to issue from the southeast. Oh, hold up. So that just cuts me straight in. Ooh. I wonder if I kill one of them, will one of them stay dead? Because that happens a few times. So I'm wondering if it's treating this as a dungeon, so I don't have to kill both of them in the same run. I can kill one, die, come back, and one will be dead and the other one will be alive. That may be worth a try.
I'm gone.
Right. Oh yeah, because he's over there. I died over there as well. So let's start casting spells. Just gonna keep chipping away at him. all the spells forever. Actually, Adder's Kiss it, because that does... Did I get him? Yes, I did! Oh, that's brilliant. I got him, so now he takes all of the acid damage forever. Oh, that's fantastic. And he's walking away, and he's still taking damage. Oh, this works out. This works out. We're going to make this a battle of attrition. Right. Magic Missile. Magic Missile. Right. And let's do another Adder's Kiss. Greater Gazban. That's fair. One of the things that happens during this is I think I'm just going to lower the sounds just a smidge more. I like the voices to be high, the voices to be very clear, but the actual fighting sounds, so I've shrunk it down a little smidge, I've fiddled with it a bit more. We shall see how it goes. Right. Okay, it's still suffering. Oh, no, I wanted to make it as easy for you, just because obviously I'm hearing it slightly different from you, so if things are wrong, please continue. I'm more than happy to fiddle with things to make it as comfortable for you as possible. Right. Let's do an ice knife. Oh, that whiffed. I'm running out of spells. Oh, I'm not running out of spells. Oh, there we go. Right. Adder's Kiss. Did I get him? Did I get him? I think he resisted it. More Adder's Kiss. Oh, that one definitely got him. Let's try Desert Hell, because that does damage. Regardless if he succeeds or not. Oh, he is taking damage from it. Did that not do... I was hoping that would have done a lot more. I know we can't see him. So we definitely don't know if we don't hurt him. But that spell doesn't have a save. Or if he did succeed the save, he disappeared into the desert. He did disappear into the desert. Because Desert Heat, spell summons the scorching heat of the desert, scorches all enemies within sight. Enemies within range must save versus spell or spontaneously combust for 4 to 40 damage. Even if they save, they still take half damage. So I guess if they resist the spell, he ignores it, but let's try again. Oh, that hurt him. I don't know if it's him. Definitely hurt them. Magic Missile. I am slowly chipping away at his health. Very, very slowly. Oh, bugger. Right, hold up, does Force Missiles... Go away. Go away. I don't know, but probably a lot. So let's cast a spell that does 1 to 99 damage, or 1 to 80 damage. But as far as, if my memory serves, the first playthrough of this is one of the toughest enemies in the game. And I'm slowly trying to chip away at it. Oh, that hurt it. Let's do an Axe of Torment. Although, I'm happy for it to be there. I can just basically cast all the spells at it. Oh, and it teleports into me. How cheap. Ow! It does 30 damage to me in one swipe. Little bugger. Okay, it's camping out there in the corner. Let's do another Adder's Bite to it. Do more acid damage. And an Axe of Torment. Oh! Well, it died, but it did take 42 damage from my Axe of Torment there. So that was 2 thumbs up. That was good. Right. We've got one more to deal with, which we've exhausted a lot of our spells so far. However, I believe in a thing called more spells. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Force missiles.
I'm hurt. Don't let it end like this.
That's fine. Because I rush at you. Oh no, again, you poor thing. That must hurt terribly, even if it's only in your dreams. We'll go back in. We'll see if one of them is dead. If one of them is dead, that's good. Then I can do it as a battle of attrition. If both of them are still alive, this is going to take a lot more effort. But I do have the spells because I wanted to see if casting all of my spells and then using items, because the items I can't replenish, but the spells I can. Anyway, I'm alright. Looks like I'll need to prepare some more. Okay, let's...
Like I've been through a shredder.
Definitely been through a shredder. Okay, we need to go and rest. Can't rest in here. Thankfully, I have a room that I can use. And I might go and look at my spells, because let's see if I can have more Axe of Torment. I don't know if Desert Hell was as effective as I want it to be, so I'm going to replace it with Fire and Ice. Keep the Lightning Storms. Don't have any slots that high. That's fine. What's Black Sphere do? 1 to 4 points of damage, plus 1 point per caster. Creatures failing a saving throw versus spell are trapped in a 10-foot radius of force for the duration of the spell. Even if they make the saving throw, they still take damage from the Black Sphere itself. It's not that good. That's only 12 to 15 points of damage, which they have magic resistance against. Let's see. Ball Lightning. I'm going to get rid of that. The Axe of Torment seems to work really, really well, so we're going to get a few more of those. Adder's Kiss works a lot better than the Ice Knife, so we're going to get more of those. And that looks good. Yep. Right, let's go and rest. Right, I'd like to have a place to rest in the Noble Room for free. Your party is scattered. Ugh. There we go. They're all swarming you. Now I can have somewhere to rest. Yep. What do you sell, actually? Any usable items? Well, actually, they have scrolls. And the scrolls might be a thing that I can use. So if I struggle, I can come here, buy the scrolls to cast extra spells. Because I can use them as a single cast of a spell. So, right, now let's see. Let's see if we've killed one. And we'll save again. Hold up, why is my health a lot lower? It's at 41. we're gonna save. Let's try and find out. Okay, let's do this again. Once again, you find your sea dreams, la da 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 da. You find yourself another
Done.
sigil. Right, okay. Let's see. Is the other one about? No. That's boding well. That's boding well. That's boding really well. Right. Let's just start off with the Axes of Torment. 3 damage. Okay, so it resisted a lot of that. Let's just cast all of them. Two damage. Ah, right, there we go. Save versus spell, magic resistance. So that it's basically succeeding those. Adder's Kiss. Good, got him. And more Axe of Torment. Oh. I can't. Couldn't see him to know what the spell damage was, but we're going to do Chain Lightning. Oh, 3. Nice. Have a lightning bolt. Bzzzt. Freaking magic resistance.
All right.
Right, just do magic missiles. Well, at least the magic missiles do a whopping amount of damage because they can't be saved. So they are only able to be resisted. I will get him. If it takes all of these spells, I will get him. Or I genuinely don't know. But suffer my wrath of magic missile and Adder's Kiss. And Axe of Torment. Right, and Force Missile spam. That was not too bad. Oh! Hold up, that's per casting. Come on. We're doing lots of damage to him. I'm seeing like 14s and 7s. Yes! It just involved gaming the system and getting him stuck in a door and just basically just saying, you stay there. Pew 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 pew. Nope. Nope, don't move. Pew 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 pew. The last Glaberzu falls, and you search the room to see if they were hoarding anything of use. Suddenly, under a pile of demon's refuse, your eye lights upon a formidable weapon, the likes of which you've never seen before. A fearsome aura of power emanates from this massive weapon. Sharp, powerful lines adorn its shaft, which streak directly into a perfect sphere that serves as this weapon's contact point. Perfectly curved spikes emanate from the perfectly shaped sphere, yielding an image that is at once both arresting yet awe-inspiring. A vibrant royal purple hue surrounds this weapon of power. You hear a feminine whisper through fang teeth all around you. Success, and the world dissolves.
Updated my journal.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Right, now we need to talk to you, and I'm going to save, so I need to be careful. You find yourself back in the foundry. Kasai looks exhausted but triumphant. There, you should go to the room in the fest hall we saw in your dreams. There, a sealed closet that cannot be opened unless you know what's inside. Remember that mace you saw. It's a mace, I can't wield it. And picture it in your mind when you open it. There, my father says you will find something else you have long sought. Okay, so there's the super magic weapon and something else. Okay, thank you very much, Kasai. You've helped me more than I can repay. Nonsense, I consider us even now, and I don't think I'll be going back to the brothel. I think I've learned what I can there, and I have other interests and experiences to pursue now, such as studying this machine further. Mistress Grace, do I have your permission to leave? Of course, Casai. You have no need of my permission. It was an honor having you as a student. Thank you for your aid to our leader, and I hope we will meet again. Kasai approaches you and lays a hand on your chest. You are a very charming man, and I admit I found your interest quite flattering. Perhaps someday we can get to know each other better. She kisses your cheek, and you feel her fangs scrape roughly against your cheek as she growls softly. But now is not the time. You clearly have important matters to pursue, as do I. Anna's tail lashes. Then maybe you ought to keep to seeing them quick. Yes. Quick, like you trollop. Calm down, Anna. Kasai's no trollop, and she deserves better. Anna's right, Kasai. I don't want to delay you from pursuing your path, nor can I brook delay in mine. Good luck to you, my gentleman strange of mystery and revelation. However things turn out, I do hope we'll meet again. She hugs you tightly and leaves. Okay.
Right.
Right, so we've done that quest-ish. Now, the way out I'm going to use is this way. The Modron Cube. To get out. Pop over here.
Done.
Talk to you. And teleport me to the clerk's ward.
I'm gone.
There we go. Also, this is where I'm going to reference like one of the exploits, because I already had the 2 seers of +1 Constitution, like the permanent buff ones, right? This is where you buy one, and you find the other in the tomb. So this resetting Nordbrum's thing has basically reset my merchants so that I can buy... Oh no, it's not there. Okay. Right, fair enough. But I know how I can like actually cause it to occur. But basically you go into the Mordrin's Cube, ask it to reset a dungeon, come back here,
I'm gone.
and you can buy another one of the +1, and you can just keep doing that until you get to 25. That's what I done in my grinding session until I realised the Foundry, because I was like, this seems a bit overpowered. So we're not going to do that, because that's kind of breaking the game, literally. So I kind of want to at least succeed this game. Legit.
I'm gone.
Also, we have to talk to our colleagues and stuff, because we've basically done so much and we've not actually chatted to any of them. So after we've done this, we'll have a long conversation with our colleagues.
Done.
Yeah, so this is an example. I already have the key to get in here, but if I talk to her, also notice the maps too overpowered. Yeah, it kind of ruins the feeling of the game, and I'm doing this for narrative rather than that. But it's a bug, and I'm happy that we were able to kill that with my character as it was, which is great. And I don't mind exploiting the game's combat. I'm not doing this game for the combat, I'm doing it for the narrative. Anyway, so we already have a Fest Hall key, and I'll show that. See, Fest Hall key, key. We'll talk to her, and she'll be like, oh, here's your key! And it's like, I've already been here. So yeah, they attract you. I'm like, greetings, sir. Da 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 da. Here's your room key. And now I've got another room key. I don't need it. Watch, so I've dropped it. Still get in. And also, like, we'll just look at here. I've got the dodecahedron, right? And you've just seen, we've just literally came in. Let's have a look in here. Oh, look, look. Dodecahedron. So, just not going to touch any of the items there. But what I will do is I'm going to use more, and I'm going to drop off a bunch of stuff. Stuff that I don't believe I need. So I've got 2 Gosman tokens, get rid of the skull, leather strap, pouch, block of cheese, the Farad note, candlestick, Filden's all, hammer, iron pry bar. Keep those. We've got Mordor's ruby. Get rid of the tomb plans, and the notes, and that'll be that. That's fine. Okay, let's open this up. There's no lock, latch, or other obvious way to open this sealed storage closet. Visualize the mace you saw in the Dream Builder. Haha! You focus your memory on the mace, visualizing the lines that run up the shaft to the spiked sphere. Okay, we are not. You hear a click. The compartment cracks open enough for you to slide your fingers in and open it the rest of the way. Quill pen. Ooh. You found this quill pen in a storage closet. Okay. And a glass eye, and heaven and earth. Usable only by fighters, good characters, and only by the nameless one. Nice. I guess I can take it. That's a point, actually. I need to organize my inventory. Anna was my healing stash person. Falls from Grace was my selling. And let's see. Wait, where did I put the embalming fluid? I don't know where the embalming fluid has gone. And the con was all of these magical items. Put the Magus Shield on. Give this to the con. There we go. Yeah, so all my sellables I'm putting on Falls from Grace. All of my healing items I'm putting on Anna. And all of my consumables I'm putting on the con. More just for organization. So what's this quill pen? It appears quite ordinary. Let's use it. You found this quill pen in the storage closet in your room in the Festal. It looks perfectly ordinary. Let's try writing
Updated my
with it.
journal.
You decide to try writing an entry in your journal about your find in the storage closet with your new pen. The instant you touch the tip of the pen to paper, however, it suddenly starts writing on its own, scribbling quickly, almost dragging your hand with it as it flies over the page, inscribing words that don't seem to be your own. It writes, "If everything's gone according to plan, you followed my directions in the journal we carry with us. Found the glass eye I left with the anarchist that you visualized in order to open the closet in our room, and acquired this pen. Excellent. I wanted to be sure it would be an incarnation of resources and intelligence that found this before any other. Now listen carefully because you have a job to do." The pen continues, "If you're reading this, it means I failed in defeating our enemy. As you surely know by now, a malevolent force continues sending shadows against us, killing us time and time again. I have crossed the plains looking for his identity, and I believe I have at least found his location. He resides in a great fortress on the negative material plane. What's more, I know how to get to him." The pen continues writing, describing what you already learned from Trius of the portal of the mortuary, and what you need to do. The pen continues writing, "You must continue my work and destroy this creature so that we can finally get some peace from him. Use whomever you need to achieve this end. If they somehow manage to survive our journey, find the Githzari Dakon. His blade has the potential to be the mightiest of weapons. Take the skill, he can be useful, but whatever you do, don't trust him. The old archer Zachariah is a blind, drunken, sodding fool, but his aim is unerring. As for the girl Dianora, if my backup plan works, then you won't be finding her among the living, but she'll be more use to you than any of them."
Updated my journal.
Pen continues, "You'll have an advantage that I don't. You see, she's coming with me to the fortress, and if I've worked things right, she'll die there. But she loves us greatly, the dim-witted thing, and like the dustmen say, strong emotions like hers ties us to the world. She will exist both on that plane and on ours. Probably wherever her memory is laid to rest, she can serve as a spy on her enemy's movements for you. But don't be a fool and tell her that's what she's for. She's not likely to take it kindly, and that'll end her use to us." The pen continues writing, "Use the knowledge she can give you wisely. Don't let sentimentality get in your way, and stop this killer once and for all." The pen stops writing for a moment, then adds the last in a more hurried manner. "P.S. I found this mason under sigil the other day. I can't make any use of it. Maybe you can, so I figured I'd leave it here for you. Enjoy." The pen stops. Whatever enchantment controlled its movement seems spent. It appears to be nothing more than a perfectly ordinary quill pen now.
Updated my journal.
Oh, that's nice. I'll just put that back in there. And we'll take Heaven and Earth. We can't use it because we're not a fighter. Oh, speaking of that, better restore all my spells. Greetings, would you like to rest? Yes. There we go. Right, so let us go to the mortuary.
Done.
Oh, no. We're going to leave here because the music in here has drove me mad. I spent way too long in the past couple of weeks in here. This tune drives me mad. So I want to get out. Then we'll add the narrate.
I'm gone.
Oh no. There we go. I thought I was going to keep playing. I was like, no. Right, let's talk to Anna. Anna just looks at you as you address her and she frowns. Aye? What do you want now? Are you alright? Anna just stares at you. I wanted to ask some questions. Why don't you ask the stuck-up pubis your questions then? Anna's eyes narrow to slits. Why are we even travelling with her? We don't need her, we don't. Anna, please, you're very important and I need your help. Anna, I want you with me, not her. If she bothers you, I'll ask her to leave. No. Fall from Grace is wonderful. I don't have time to argue with you, Anna. If you don't like Fall from Grace being around, then leave. I don't have time for this, Anna. Stop being a banshee and lend a hand. I'll say number 2. You're very important to me and I need your help because she is a thief. She opens things. I do need her. Oh, aye. And why is that then? This should be rich, it should. You pity me, is that it? You think I slow you down? Go on, say it. I don't pity you. You don't slow me down. You're quick, you're skilled, and I really need all the help I can get. Anna frowns, her tail flicking back and forth. Well, no, I'll gut her if she starts sizing me up for a feast. I will. She glares at you, and don't get any ideas I'm staying because you want me to. I'm just helping you out, I am. Okay. Question found the body. Anna, didn't I meet you in the hive before I found Farad? Tell me a little bit about Farad. In the maze, Ravel said you were tormented. What did she mean? She meant nothing, she did. Barmy hag, talk it was. Are you sure? It was nothing. If you don't know what she was saying, I don't either. Well, if you don't want to talk about... Well, if you want to talk about it, I'm listening. Anna's gaze drops for a moment. I don't know why I'm travelling with you. I don't know why I went with you to find Ravel. She frowns, she seems more confused than angry. It makes no sense. It does, and I didn't like it. I think I have feelings for you. It feels strange, it does. I don't think I've ever liked anyone, but yet... Anna gives a harsh-hearted shrug without meeting your gaze. I don't know what it's about you. I mean, you're daft a lot of times, you walk like your hips are broken, you're clumsy, you smell like a zombie, but... I like you. Anna, why didn't you say something? We could have settled this long, but... It's because I think you're doomed. Anna suddenly meets your gaze. I think you walk with chains, but you don't know it yet, so I feel for you, but I'm afraid for you. And that's killing me. It is. I can't let you come to harm, but I didn't know what to do to stop it. Oh, I've got no choice but to kiss her. Cool. Forced situation. Fantastic. Kiss her. At first, it's like kissing a wall, then she starts kissing back. Her tail starts snaking around your leg and then squeezing. Would you two cut it out before I have to get a Davis over here to separate the two of you? More himps, or at least allow me to cut in. As you kiss, you suddenly notice that Anna's skin is becoming warm. It's radiating heat like coals. You pull back, Anna's teeth giving one last bite, and she looks at you in confusion, then anger. What is it then? I'm not good at it, am I? No, it's your skin. Why are you getting so warm all of a sudden? Aye, Anna frowns and looks down at herself. You notice small wisps of smoke are trailing from the edges of her jerkin. Fiend blood it is. She raises an eyebrow. Never had that happen before, though. What, no one's ever kissed you before? No one ever dared to. And even if they did, I doubt it would have been like that. I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah. Anna glances around and her tail is flicking erratically. Are we going to keep moving on now or what? We don't have time to stand chatting. Alright, let's go. I don't want to kiss. Okay. Let's do the con.
What is your will?
There are things I would know, Dakan. Dakan, Ravel called you a slave. What did she mean? The hag, she knows nothing. Dakan's blade ripples, and you watch as the edges become greyed and dulled. His face clenches, and he speaks through his teeth. It is not my will to speak of this. I want to hear you speak of it. In fact, Ravel said a number of things in that conversation which interested me. Know that your will is my will. When you speak, know I must hear you. Know that your words may stay my blade or guide it to the throat of another. But why? The con seems to look through you as if meeting your gaze is unbearable. Your path is my path. I am chained to you. Oh. Now we know his people were slaves. Like that's how they originally were. They were enslaved for so long. That's all the existence they knew. So they were to break the chains to become free. And here's me saying, so you're my slave. At the word slave, Dakon's face collapses in pain as if he was struck. It is as if the word was a dagger stabbing at the core of his suffering. Why, Dakon? Know it is a long tale and know that nothing is gained from the telling.
Updated my
I will
journal.
hear it. The people do not allow themselves to be enslaved to another in deed or chains. If we find ourselves in such a cage, we act to free ourselves, even if it means we must endure another cage for a time. You performed a great service for me. In so doing, you enslaved me. I acted to free myself. Know that I surrendered my word and myself to act in your name until your death. But I can't die. That was not known to this one. I surrendered my word to him. I surrendered myself. Know that there is now nothing left that I may surrender except my life. Know now that I follow you only so I might die. What was the service I gave you that chained you? Dakon, it doesn't have to be that way. I can release you. I no longer wish you to be a slave. Consider the debt paid. What was this thing? I want to know. You saved this one's life. In exchange, your life became mine. How? Upon the rolling plain of limbo, the people shape cities from the chaos with their thoughts. Know that there is no place for a divided mind. Dakon raises the blade from his shoulder and holds it before him. As he stares at it, it sharpens until it is almost as thin as a piece of paper. A divided mind is an unfocused mind. A divided mind fractures walls and weakens stone. As Dakon speaks, the edge of the blades corrodes slightly, the metal misting and melting along the edges. Many divided minds may destroy a city. Long have I known the words of Zerthamon. Through my voice, many have come to know the words of Zerthamon. The Zerth protects the community from all threats, whether to the body or the mind. They are the guiding stones in the chaos, so it came to pass that I spoke the words of Zerthamon without knowing the words of Zerthamon. It came to pass I no longer knew myself, so you doubted. No, Dakon's voice is edged and his blade sharpens in response. I knew the words, yet it came into my heart that perhaps others did not know the words as Zerthamon knew them, and so division formed. As my minds became as two, as my minds became divided, those that looked to me as a guiding stone became divided. Many scores of Githzeri, many hundreds of scores of Githzeri, doubted. Shrak-Tlor died that day. So those that followed you came to doubt the words as well, and the city was weakened. The enemies of Zerthamon came. Know that their hatred of his words and the people lent their blades strength. Know that they sensed the weakened city, and they brought war with them. Many Githzeri drowned in the chaos and beneath the blades of our enemies. Small beads of metal appear on the surface of the blade as if it is blistering. Know what happened long ago. What happened to you? As I fell from the walls of Shrak-Tlor, know that myself was broken. My blade was missed, my mind divided. I was adrift upon limbo seas, and I wished to drown. I died for days, my mind awash in division. When death finally came to me, it wore your skin, and it had your voice. Me? You asked that I hear you. As Dakon says the words, your vision bleeds outwards, and a crawling sensation begins to worm its way up through the back of your skull. You feel nauseous for a moment, and your vision is suddenly as chaos, smeared, twisted, and you are someplace else, someplace in the past. Everything around you is in turmoil. Your vision is hazy, swirling, dizzying all at once. There is mist, pockets of fire, islands of mud, stone and ice-covered rocks swimming through the plain like fish, impacting and dissolving, droplets of water acting through the howling air and lashing your skin like teeth. You choke back your nausea and you steady yourself. This is the plane of limbo. All is chaos, nothing is stable. You focus on the dying man that lies before you. It is why you have come to this place. Let's examine the Zerth and see if he still lives. The man is a Githzeri, his body embedded in an earthen pocket that swirls around him. Unconsciously, he has formed a grave from the elements, and though bits of fire and water lick at his face, he does not respond. His hands are ashen, his coal-black eyes focusing on nothing. His emaciated frame speaks of starvation, but you know it is the least of his wounds. It is faith that dealt him the mortal blow. Let's look for his blade. In his limp left hand is a twisted mass of metal, its surface having melted around the hand like a gauntlet. As you watch, it streams and hisses like a diseased snake. The Githzeri does not seem to be aware of it, but it is that weapon that has brought you here. Dakon, Zerth of Shrak-Tlor drowning, last wielder of the Karach blade, Know that I have come to you with the words of Zerthamon carved not in chaos but in stone, carved by the will in an unbroken circle. At the word Zerthamon, Dakon's eyes roll in their sockets and they attempt to focus on you. With effort, he cracks his mouth to speak, but only a dry hiss emerges. You bring forth the stone from your pack and hold it before him so he can see. Know that the words of Zerthamon inscribed upon the stone are true, and know that your divided mind need be divided no longer. All you must do is take the stone and you shall know yourself again. Dakon's eyes flicker over the unbroken circle of Zerthamon, and for a moment you think he might be too close to death to recognize it. Then, the right hand twitches, and he pulls it slowly from its earthen prison. The clumps of earth streaming off it become water in Limbo's chaotic winds. His skeletal hands clutch the stone like a drowning man, and his eyes flash. Know that I have saved your life, Dakon, Zerth of Shraktalor.
Updated my journal.
Dakon's eyes turn from the stone and flicker over you, and he hisses again, too dry for a moment to muster the words. He blinks, slowly, then speaks. His voice barely above a whisper, but the words are what you wanted to hear. My life is yours until yours is no more. Let's return to the present. Dakon is silent. I heard your words. The chaos in my mind became still. I knew myself again. So you got the
Updated my
circle
journal.
from me. Yes, in knowing its words, I knew myself. But did it save your life, Dakon, or did it divide it further once you studied the circle? Dakon is silent for a moment, but his blade writhes as if in pain. He is slow to speak again, and when he does, his voice is somber. It divided me. Then did I save your life, Dakon, or did I only add to the pain you already felt? Those words are Zerthamon's. They only seem to divide you more. I see it when you pore over the teachings, Dakon-san. I say that I never saved you, Dakon. I only raised you from near death so you might die again. If you had died at Shraktalor, then you would have known peace. Your words carry the weight of truth. The death I would have died at Shraktalor, that would have been the last death. Every day I have lived since is a new death. You need serve me, Dakon. No more, Dakon. I never saved your life. I only killed you twice. You owe me nothing. No. Dakon's forehead creases in pain, and his eyes stare through you. It is not your words that carry the weight, and your word will not free me. The word that chains me is mine. The torment is mine. I know in my heart that the chains remain. Words will not free them. Is there any way to free you? You must die a final death. Yet your path is not in death's path. There is no resolution for this matter. Vow, I will swear I will find one, Dakon. I will find one that sets you free.
Updated my journal.
Dakon's voice becomes ragged as if he suddenly becomes sick. No, you have added other words to my words. His expression is pained and his gaze meets yours. Now you have chained us both. I see. Is there other things that I would like to know? Let's have a look. I want to have a look at the circle of Zerthamon, see if maybe I know like this final. You examine the circle but no new circles. Okay, right. Let's do Fall from Grace.
Yes?
Let's see. Can you teach me anything about the art? Can you tell me what you know about the sensates? Tell me about the Tanari. Travels. Okay, when we were in Ravel's maze, Ravel said you were tormented. Are you in actual pain? She's silent for a moment, her gaze becoming distant. When she turns back to you, her eyes are a strange shade of azure, a shade that speaks of sadness and tears. Ravel sees much with her black brambled eyes, some things which are hidden to others' eyes, even things about their own natures. She shakes her head slowly. Sometimes the pain makes itself known. I have learned it is a difficult thing to turn on one's nature. I know, yeah, sorry, just poor Dakon. Like, oh, I pledge my life to you, and it's like, yes, I am immortal. You are my slave forever. So yeah, I vow to free him. Let's see. Sometimes pain makes itself known. I have learned it is a difficult thing to turn on one's nature. Are you going to be alright? She smiles very faintly, and then she meets your gaze. Yes, you are kind to ask. The pain still makes itself known, but I came to terms with my nature many centuries ago. Very well. Grace stops you before you continue. I thank you for asking about my well-being. Your concern is not unwelcome. I just wanted to make sure you're alright. I have some other questions. Can I read your diary? No. Please? A lady must have her secrets. Okay, let's move on. Mort!
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Let's see. I can use some advice. Where do you think we should go next? You got me, Chief. This is all your show. I'm just following you around. Okay, right.
All right.
That's fair. Right. Where next? Where next? Let's see. Defend the dump caretaker. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Cursed is gone. And find Vivian's personal sense and find a ruby for Jen. Yeah, like that's where like my thing's getting all that, because we've already done the Vivian's personal scent one. But I think we're tasked with going to the mortuary now. So I'm gonna go to the mortuary.
I'm gone.
Let's sneak our way in. Actually, can I just go in? He doesn't seem to know. He sounds like, yes, I have some questions. He folds his arms in his robes and waits. Oh, never mind. Let's sneak in. Pucks. I've got some questions. Can you smuggle me in? How about I pretend to be dead? Let's pretend to be dead. Yes. Right, and we want to go down.
Done.
Why are you still here? What are you still doing here? We're going to talk to Deonora, but first, there's someone over here. There was a zombie that I didn't know its name. And I want to see if maybe I've accidentally found its name. 331, let's see. Let's bones things. Let's see. What? Who's there? Answer me. Hold up. It sounds alarmed. Who's there? Answer me. Improvise. It is I. Do you not recognize the voice? It sounds familiar, but if you are who I think you are, then who? The zombie became silent for a moment. Who am I? Your name is not known to me. Yeah, I don't know who your name is. Can you not see me? Blind I am, in death as I was in life. Now answer me. Who are you? Who are you? My name has fled me. I can no longer remember who I am. Okay. Let's go talk to Deonora and get ourselves doomed. Ooh, what's this? Can I do something with this? Oh, crescent hatchet. Cool. I am okay with this, right? Deonora. Hello, Deonora.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
Who are you? No, my memories are lost to me. I think I feel the stirrings of a memory. Do you know who I am? Blessed and cursed. I'm still trying to get my bearings. Actually, what else can take me? Memories aside, assuming death is rejected. Oh, okay.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
You back with me, Chief? You kind of drifted out there. Do you know who that spirit was? A spirit? The spectre I was talking to. You were rattling your bone box with some woman? Where? She was right on top of the beard. Did you not see her? No, you just kind of drifted out. Okay, right. Hold up. Ionis, the advocate, to tell. Ah, right, okay. I need to talk to Ionis. Let's just go talk to Ionis first then, who is in the clerk's district. So it's not updating my journal with them.
I'm gone.
Which is novel. I should have just done the Mordrum's cube. And just teleported. That would have made things easier. Right, and clerk's ward.
All right.
Ionis, you're just down here.
All right.
Ionis. You see Ionis, he turns as you enter and affixes you with a tired gaze. There has been a dark sack beneath his eyes and he looks as if he has not been sleeping. Greetings. I have some questions for you. Ionis, I discovered what happened to Deonora. Ionis doesn't seem to have heard you for a moment. When he speaks again, his words come slowly. Tell me, I must know. Well, let's tell the truth. I am responsible for your daughter's death. I murdered her on the negative material plane in the hopes that her love for me would tie her to that
Updated my
place.
journal.
Ionis stares at you in silence for a moment, then his voice breaks. Why? Why did you do such a terrible act? It was not I, it was another part of me. He did it in the hopes that she could serve as a tie to that plane for his own purposes. I am sorry, Ionis. I believe that I may be responsible for many terrible things, many of which I cannot remember. I did it in the hopes that she could serve as a tie to that plane. I am sorry. Janice appears to be trying to make sense of your words. Wait, you said it was intended to tie her to that plane? What do you mean? As I understand it, it was hoped that the combination of her love for me and her death in the negative material plane would cause her to live on as a spirit. She lives? In a sense, yes. That, he looks horrified. She must be set free. If I can find a way to do that, I would. If you have any decency at all, spare my daughter. There is nothing that can be done to change what has happened, so I ask that you allow her soul to rest in peace. I will find some way to forgive you what you have done if you do this for me. Yes, I vow for that. Okay. I now need to try and remember how we get to the negative material plane. Storage closet. I didn't compose that last entry. The strange quill pen I did. Right. P.S. By the way, I found this mace. Let's see. When we lead to the rest, she can serve as a spy on our enemy's movements. Oh, that would explain the three, because she was saying like the three people and she did that whole speech. Use the knowledge wisely. Don't let sentimentality get in the way. After defeating the Glazvius, the dream, Kasai needs to Kasai did her father. I convinced Trius to seek forgiveness in the Alpha Planes. Trius, the betrayer, gave me the key to the Fortress of Regrets. The portal lies somewhere in the mortuary. I can locate it by keeping a regret fresh in my mind, and it will chill me as I draw near. Once in front of the portal, I must tear a scrap of my skin from my body and inscribe a regret on it with blood drawn from my left index finger. Okay. Right. So that's what we're going to go and do. We are going to the Fortress of Regret.
I'm gone.
Hopefully, the first things first is now I can go and talk to Dianora. That's a bit dramatic. In Planescape Torment, keys can be very weird things. Like, for instance, you need to do this maneuver and touch your left ear, as well as singing the can-can, and that might open a portal. So, it kind of, this game tells you that keys can be very, very wild and weird things. Right, Pox, get me in. Smuggle me in. Yes, just let me pretend to be dead. Yes. Right, let's go over here.
I'm gone.
So, might talk to Dal actually. See if he's got anything new for me to know. Hello, Dal. I've got some questions for you. No, you don't have anything new. That's fair. Right. I wonder where the portal is. Oh, she's gone. Yeah, Hans is gone, so the Ravel incarnation is gone. Oh, that's a shame. Well, let's go and talk to Dianora. I'm pretty sure she is the portal.
I'm gone.
I'm pretty sure you're that archer, the blind archer. I just find that very things like, if I know my voice is suspicious and you're also blind as you were in life. Oh, hold up. Are you just a Dustin? Yeah, just a Dustman. Oh, oops, clicked the wrong button. Whoopsie. Right. That's not the portal.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
Yes, starting a memory. Can you tell me where I am? Got some questions for you. Can you tell me who I am? This question's for you. Who are you? I'm sorry. Okay, farewell. Then leave as you have 100 thrice times, do so only to torment me.
Again you have come. Why is it you continue to torment me?
I am sorry that I have hurt you, Denora. Oh wait. I need your help, Deonora. Spurn you? You dare to accuse me of spurning you? Deonora flings her arms outward in an arc, then brings them in front of her. The index finger of each hand pointed at you. It looks like she is calling for some sort of sorcery. You dare. Silence. Hear me, spirit. Oh, shit. Deonora, burn. May you burn as the very fires of Bator were devouring you from within. Deonora, wait. I have come to apologize. Once spoken, the curse cannot be undone. Deonora's voice drops to a hiss. Know this, I have all eternity, my love. I shall wait for you in death's halls. May you shrivel and die, your mind withering as it festers in your rotting body. Hold a moment, I would speak with... Deonora closes her eyes, and then with an ethereal whisper she fades away. Oops. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, she's back.
Again you have come. Why is it you continue to torment me?
I'm sorry if I hurt you. I will leave and torment you no more. The furious expression on Deonora's face melts like water. The speed of the change is frightening, with the desperate expression now on her face. Well, wait, my love. Voice bleeding, please forgive me, I beg of Deonora. My patience for you outbursts wears thin. I forgive you. Now I need your help. Can you remove the curse that you placed upon me? Once uttered, the curse may never be undone. Is there someone that can remove it? If so, they are not known to me, but there are others who are more powerful. Okay, so I've just accidentally cursed myself.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
That's fine. Okay, so it's not Deonora that I talked to, but she's accidentally cursed me, which is fine. I'm just quite impressed with it. Pretty much what I believe to be the end of the game, she puts a curse on me. Where the bloody hell is this portal then? It's somewhere in the mortuary. Oh, is it over here? This looks eerie. This looks like a large tomb. Elegant. Another rusty, blood-covered slab. This heavy barred gate is rusted steel. Another rust-covered slab. Hello, Dustman. Huh. Maybe it's where I started. That's the tomb. That's not the way out. That's actually something very, very different. That's actually the escape route that I did to leave here in the first place. Right. Okay, let's go up. And
All right.
let's go back to where we started. Like over here. Maybe the portal is like in this room. Aha! There is something about the arch in front of you, something hauntingly familiar. A bone-numbing chill blankets the air between these two black pillars, as if the arch itself bordered on the other, colder space. For some reason, you know that this is the portal to the Fortress of Regret. All you need to do is open it. Grit your teeth and peel the skin from your left forearm. You clench your teeth and dig your fingernail into your left forearm. With a dry, tearing sound, you peel off a piece of skin. The chill between the pillars becomes stronger, almost hungering, as if the portal has opened a crack. To examine it, the scrap of skin has been peeled from the back of your left forearm. Its scarred grey surface reminds you of a zombie's hide. It feels more like a piece of cured leather than a strip of skin. Prick my left index finger and inscribe a regret on the scrap of flesh. You prick the tip of your index finger. Before the wound can heal, you squeeze several drops of blood. As you prepare to scroll your regret, a series of images float across your mind. I regret what happened to my companions. I regret my actions. I regret my past. I regret events that have led up to this point. Oh, okay, which one? Not the companions, because I'm the one that done that. I regret what happened to my companions, because that's not the kind of thing. I regret my actions. I regret my past. I don't think past. I kind of prefer actions, and I regret events that have led up to this point. I'm going to say actions. I wandered all over the plains when the damn portal was right here when I first woke up. That was a good one. I like that. I like that. I regret my past, ever asking to become immortal, the damage my previous incarnations have done. I will like that one. The deaths I've caused here and across the multiverse, lying to Denora to force her to accompany me, murdering Denora at the Fortress of Regrets, the suffering I caused Ionis by leading his daughter to the death. What about the other ones? The event up to this point. It took this long to find where my mortality lies. I have no regrets to write upon this scrap of skin. I regret that I have no regrets. That's a weird one. I regret what happened to my companions. All my companions had to suffer for me to reach here, enslaving the con all these decades, having taught Ignis the power to harm others, the death of Ignis. I like that one, but I am going to choose the damage my previous incarnations have done to themselves and to others. You scroll the regret onto the scrap of flesh, but your rapid healing forces you to stop often to reopen the cut on your finger and squeeze forth more blood. Several moments later you have finished, your blood glistening on the scrap of skin, a combination of your flesh, your blood, and your regret. As you watch the blood regret dry, a wave of cold washes over you. You look up, the black pillars to either side of the arch are glowing softly, motes of misty blue light drifting from the sides to form shimmering curtain between them. Beyond the curtain you can barely make out the weathered stone causeway leading to darkness. Everyone ready? I have come this far, and it would be rude of me to retire before this final hour. She smells like, even if you were to ask politely, I would not permit it. Seems I have no choice then. Anna? Aye. Anna glares at Falls from Grace, then turns to you, fire in her eyes. If she goes, I'll go. So I will. I'll not turn stag on you here, I won't. The con, your path is mine. Mort? Mort hesitates, glances at the portal, glances at you, glances at the portal again, then gives a rattling sigh. Look, I'm not going to say too much here, but well, there's something I need to tell you. What is it? Well, it's about where we're going, or actually where we've been. Where we've been, what are you talking about? It's so subtle, you almost miss it. The con's blade flickers, the edge dulling as you glance at him, his hands drop to his sides as if he is preparing for battle? This isn't the first time we've been through this. You see, we've been to this Fortress of Regrets before, though I didn't know it then. You didn't know? How is that possible? So from the very start, you could have told me where the portal was, what the portal key was, why I am immortal, what happened to my mortality, and the fact that it's in this fortress. Mort, I'll kill you. Oh, I expect an explanation. No lies or deceptions, not now. It's hard to explain until you've been there. Besides, you didn't know the other you. He wasn't exactly the kind of basher to share the chant with us. I mean, I knew he was looking for some places, but I didn't know why, where it was, or what it was, so I couldn't say anything to you because I didn't know anything. I just know what happened when we got there. So what happened? When we went to this fortress, and even before we had laid foot in the place, we're all split up, fighting for our lives. So the first thing I want to tell you is, if you're determined to go through with this, there's a good chance that anybody who goes through that portal is going to end up somewhere far away from everybody else. Thing is, even split up, we may be your only hope. Why? Because whatever was waiting in that fortress for you, Chief, it already defeated you once. To this day, I don't know how you managed to survive, but if you fall again, you're going to need someone there to pull you out of that fortress. Mort, I need you to tell me everything you can about the fortress. It's important. The Fortress of Regrets, it stretches on for leagues, Chief. It's a fortress, but it feels more like a plane in itself. All stone, all darkness and shadows. Everywhere, shadows. We go there, and we better be prepared. What happened when we first went? Chief, I don't know what happened to you, but I know what happened to me. I spent my time running from vault to vault, those shadows crawling all over me, trying to bring me down. Then we were out. Like someone had pulled us back. Hold on a moment. When you say us, it doesn't sound like it meant just you and me. Mort falls silent. Know that I have walked your path many times. Dakon speaks slowly, as if measuring each word. The blade has become a misty grey, as if Dakon's mind has drifted. A portion of your path is known to me. 5 walked the path to the fortress, each died their own death. But who are they? How they die? I died the death of faith. The skull died the death of courage. The woman died the death of grief. The blind archer died the final and most merciful death, the death of the body. You died the death of memory. But who are they? The skull was me, Mort says quietly. The woman was some chit named Dinora. I never knew the archer. He was the one who knew his targets without seeing them. Many shadows fell beneath his rain of arrows. Yeah, more rattles of shivering. Chief, at this fortress there's shadows everywhere. There was darkness there, and every shadow was Shriek Talor. Dakon's voice is a whisper, and his dead black eyes seem to be staring at something just beyond you. They are tormented creatures. The wounds in your spirit are known to them. They will attack you through them. They spoke to me like the Pillar of Skulls. Mort's voice drops. They knew. Alright, look, you two, I need to know all you can tell me about this fortress. The shadows suffer. They know of torment. They know how to torture you with that which has wounded your heart. When you face them, know that you face that which has killed you once. Dakon, Mort, you and I survived. What happened to the archer and Dinora? The archer died the death of body, the woman the death of spirit. I could not save the woman because it was not your will that she be saved. Her grave was dry of tears. No one knew to mourn her passing. Why did I not want her saved? Your will was known only to you. Alright, look you two, I need to know all you can tell me. I can't tell you anymore, Chief, except we're bound to be divided as soon as we arrive. It's a huge place, and it's crawling with shadows, and somewhere in that fortress is something more powerful than any of us. Nothing lives there. The walls are darkness. Alright, before I step through this portal, is there anything else you feel like sharing that might help me? Well, Mort pauses. Yeah, there's one other thing you should know. The you I knew before, the you that led us there, he wasn't like you at all. What do you mean? All I'm saying is that despite all your asinine behaviour, you got more spirit than he ever did. The other you, he was detached from everything. So I just want you to keep that in mind. But that's not all you want to say, is it? No, Mort pauses. There's one other thing. I may not have liked that other you very much, but he was one smart basher. The smartest basher I've ever known. He always had every angle covered. If he died at the fortress, that means, well... You don't think I can see, do you? No, Mort shakes his head. It's not that, Chief. Because it's not always who's smartest or who's got the most powerful or who's the toughest. Sometimes it comes down to who you are and what you really want. I mean, once you wanted to become immortal, but in this end, is that really what you wanted? Just be sure what you want is this time, is all I'm saying. Fair enough. Look, Mort, we haven't really talked about this, but you know you don't have to come with me to this place, right? I'll understand if you don't want to come. Yeah, I know, Chief, and I can't lie to you, I don't want to go, but I will. Just know that once we step through that portal, it isn't going to be just about you anymore. This is our lives you're playing with, and we don't get back up when we die. Then why are you? It's because of what Ravel said in the maze. Grace's voice. It's soft, so soft you almost missed it, isn't it, Mort? What Ravel said in the maze. She said you draw people who suffer to you like a lodestone. Mort shakes his head. Maybe it's because you've been suffering all this time. Maybe when you end up settling things, maybe we'll know a bit of peace too. Maybe. Maybe so then. Are you with me, Mort? Why not, Chief? Mort shakes his head. I mean, we've gone to every other horrible plane in the multiverse I can think of. Why not take that extra step off the cliff? He gives a rattling sigh. Are you ready? Because if you're not... Can you tell me again? Okay, I'm ready, Mort. There's nothing more I can do to prepare myself. Are you with me? Well, Mort glances at the shimmering blue curtain and gives another rattling sigh. Sure, let's go. I mean, any place has got to be better than rattling our bone box in the mortuary.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Cool. Go, you guys. Let's level you up.
My blade has changed.
His blade has changed. So what is the... Actually, that's the thing. Let's have a look. What has your blade become? A +3, 5 to 20 streaming blade. Doubles a lot of stuff. Yeah, you can cast more spells. Let's give you some ice knives. And a couple of those. You don't know any level 4 spells. Ooh. Yeah! Let's upgrade his teeth. If I remembered right, they could be upgraded. Enchanted +2. Nice. 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 Is there anything that I want from you before we go in there? I think I'll take Ravel's hair. And I will take all of the healing items. Because you never know if they're going to be useful. Right. Let's do a big save. And let's go to the final area. The negative material plane. The fortress of regrets. Oh, that was a good drink. Yep, saw that coming. We're on our own.
All right.
Okay, cutscene. Let's go the other way first. Anything to loot, do, or anything? No? Oh, Dianora. Before you is the ghostly form of Dianora. Her spectral gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. She's standing at the edge of the black stone causeway, staring out into the emptiness of the plain. Dianora? Oh, cutscene. My love, you should not be here. You must leave at once. Dianora, what is this place? Is this the fortress? This is the fortress of regrets. It is the place that holds the moment of my death prisoner, and I may not stray far from its halls. If you can find a way back to Sigil, you must. If you stay here, my love, you shall die. I'm immortal, Dianora. I don't think I have much to worry about even here. She said, no, my love, there is something about this fortress. The shell that surrounds it cuts it off from the rest of the plains. It is that shell that acts as a barrier to your immortality. How could this shell be an obstacle? That makes no sense. As I have maintained my vigil here in this place, I have come to learn about the nature of your mortality, my love. It is a thing which hungers for the lives of others. At the moment of your death, it claims another living thing in your place, allowing you to live. The soul that dies in your place is brought here to the fortress as a shadow. I believe this shell prevents your immortality from finding another victim. So when I die, another dies in my place, and if it can't find another living thing to die for me, then you die in this place. It is the end, for there is nothing that lives here, so you must be careful. Return back to Sigil and leave this cursed place, but my allies are here, and that means they are inside the shell. What happens to them if I die? My love, if you have brought anything that lives with you to this plane, then it is in terrible danger, both from the shadows and from you. Should you die here, your immortality will hunt for the closest living thing in the fortress, and that is the one that shall die in your place. You must leave here, now. I can't go back, so you tell me anything about this place? There is no natural darkness in the fortress, my love, only the shades of those who have died in your place. The energies of this plane feed them, and their hatred for you is beyond all reason. They will not permit you to leave. She throws a glance at the walls of the fortress. Do not enter, I beg you. But my allies are in there, I cannot leave them. Do you have any idea where they might be? If you brought others, then they were cast from you when you arrived. It is the nature of this place to divide living things, then kill them. She looks distraught. The fortress is a thing of many miles. Finding your friends will be difficult. I have to find them.
My journal.
There's no choice. Very well, my love. If you intend to go on, you must know this. Past the entrance of the Fortress Regrets is a great antechamber with countless shadows. You must move swiftly and not let them gather about you, or you will surely be slain. One thing more, Pauses. as if trying to catch a fleeting memory. Within the chamber are great clocks. Her voice becomes steadier, more certain. Clocks which you spoke of once as having been the key to you escaping that chamber. When you were trapped there once before, she looks at you. I know I cannot stay you from your course, my love. I shall watch for you and help if you can. I brought your ring, Dianora. I found your legacy to me. The ring still holds part of me within it, my love. When you carry it, you carry my heart with you. She closes her eyes for a moment, and you suddenly feel a warmth pass through you. Dianora opens her eyes and smiles. I knew you would return to me with it in your keeping. Carry it now with my blessing and keep it close to your heart. Through it, I will defend you. You have my thanks. That is this spell. It's the wedding ring. Oh, it's upgraded. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. But it's pretty nice ring. Dianora. Oh, you're not there anymore. Okay, right. So what I have learned from this is save and save often. And do not die. Right. Save often, do not die. Just gonna check each of these just in case there is another like secret ghost or something. No secret ghost. The arrival point, okay. Right. Okay. In we go.
Arise, Ignis. I have need of you.
Because we killed Ignis.
There are creatures that must die.
Oh no.
All right.
Greater shadow. Right, just keep running. What's this? There's a huge clock. It looks to have partially melted into black stone surrounding it, but the ground around it has been disturbed, as if someone walked on it recently, perhaps in the last few years. There is something crudely scratched on the clock's face, and you suddenly feel a strange crawling sensation worming its way through the back of your skull. You know what's written in the clock is a message to you from
Updated my journal.
Run, doors are lies, use cannons, then portal. It looks like the message was written in some haste. Following the message, a crude arrow pointing in the opposite direction of the long hand on the clock. Okay, so we go that way. Thanks for the advice. Talk to this one. War relic. This ancient machine looks like a forgotten war relic. Most of the machine is covered in dust except for the strange panel with levers at the front of it. Oddly enough, the ground in front of the panel is disturbed as if someone walked there recently, perhaps in the last few years. The panel is a series of gears and levers. Behind each one are a series of scratch marks that look like they were hastily carved here with a dagger. Some bear no marks, others with a single slash beneath them, and one has an X. Without knowing why, you know the X lever will somehow help you leave this place.
Updated my journal.
It gives away easily beneath your touch, and to your surprise disintegrates into mist and spreads into your hand, which also begins to fade, then your arm, and then you're overcome with dizziness and the walls fade around you. Whoop. No.
It is difficult to separate shadow from the darkness here. This is not a place meant for the living.
Ah, the Tanari.
So you're the spider that lies in the center of it all. I have seen many questions that you could answer. Your goals in this matter have not been entirely clear. My goals are not for you to know, Fallen Tanari. My indulgence is all that keeps your black heart beating in your chest. You may leave with your life now, if you will. Don't get yourself killed. My heart is neither black, nor do I fear for my life. My companions, my friends, are here in your fortress. I shall not leave until we are rejoined, and the man we follow has resolved his matter to a satisfactory conclusion. There is no satisfactory conclusion to this fool's errand. You will leave this place, and you shall leave your undying companion here. Fear not for his life. The only price he shall pay is the loss of memory. As gracious as your offer is, I must refuse your offer to abandon my friends. As for the small price he will pay at your hands, it is the equivalent of death to him. I have travelled with this man for some time, and there are many things I do not wish him to forget. Oh, he will forget. It is his fate to remain ignorant. He will forget you, Tanari, just as he has forgotten all who have walked the path of misery with him. He exists to die, forget, and die again. He is nothing. That is your judgment. The fact remains that I do not wish him to forget me, nor all that he has struggled for to reach this place. He has suffered much, and I find my sympathies lie with him rather than the arrogant creature that postures before me and fights as a coward fights, preferring to kill from a distance where his opponent cannot reach him. You shall torment him no more. Tanari, perhaps you doubt my powers here. In this place, a demonstration may silence
You
your
have done
doubts.
enough harm.
No.
Prepare yourself.
No.
You are. I can forge planes with my power. I can unmake you.
I want to try something. I'm going to save, but I'm going to try and reload. Because I think that she's in that first area. So we are going to go and try and find her. And also kill Ignis. Because screw Ignis. Ignis is horrible. Right, let's try this again. So we know how to leave.
Arise, Ignis.
We know where to go
I
to
have
leave.
need of you. There are creatures that must die.
Right.
I'm gone.
Oh, crud. That is a lot of bad stuff. Anything I can interact with? Yes, this. What's this? This ancient machine looks like an old relic. There's an X on it. Let's leave it. Run past them. Run past them. Keep going. Keep going. Ooh, ow. Heal. What's this? Multifaceted globe.
I'm hurt.
Ow! $37 damage there. Nope. There's nothing up here. There's another panel. Are the ghosts following me down here? No. Right.
This is it.
This is it. Examine the panel. Okay, so the cannons are the way to leave. But I can't help but feel that Falls from Grace is about here. So we're gonna pop a couple of bandages. And we're gonna run.
I'm hurt. let
Nope.
it end like this.
Nope. 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 That did not work. Actually, hold up. Let's go straight that way. It's going to be a very lots of save and loading because I genuinely want to try and save all of them. Oh, excuse me.
There are creatures that must die.
And we're going to save so we don't have to deal with this cutscene every time. Right. Oh, I don't have the intestines. Dakon's got the intestines.
All right.
Well, even more reason we need to find Dakon. I am fully invested. I want them to live too. Right, there's nothing up there. We know what's up those stairs to the bottom. Ah, just got me stun locked there. What's this? A pulsating spectral light comes from deep within. Let me fast. Ow! Skin of regrets. Ow. Oh, that's a cannon. Clock. This huge clock looks as if it's partially melted back into the black stone surrounding it. As you look at the clock face, you suddenly feel a strange crawling sensation worming its way through the back of your neck. You've seen a clock, but not this one. Something important about it, but you don't know what.
Updated my journal. I'm hurt.
Right. We're gonna be cheap. Ow. Let's heal away from those guys. Let's look. So we need to look for more clocks, weirdly.
This is it.
This is it. Okay, so he says it this one. Let's try this one.
Updated my journal.
So cold here.
Ah, the fiendling girl.
Where is the one who brought you here? In a place where you'll never find him. If you think you'll be taking him, you'll need to get through me first. Your words have passion, strength, and precious little reason. If it gives me the strength to gut you, I dinna care. Curious. Your reason for following him here has becoming clear. Enough of your chatter, and if it's a fight you want, then could it be that you somehow perceive yourself as special in his eyes? If you're gonna try and get past me, then go and do it. Fiendling, I have watched the one who you follow across many lifetimes. I know his heart, and I know there have been countless others who have felt passion for him. Of them, you are certainly the least. You are a thing bastardized by your parents in the plains. Shut your bone box. Answer me this, and you will know silence, child. Does the one you follow matter to you?
He matters more to me than my life.
Then die.
Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Notice something. All that one did
I'm hurt.
is it moved us from here to there. Let's load up a fortress entrance one. No. not this one. The one where I'm just inside. There we go, this one. I'm just gonna try a different one, a different cannon, or if I can find another clock, that would be great. You're just gonna cast spells at me? You sneaky bugger. See, this is the clock face. This huge clock looks like it has been partially melted in the black stone surrounding it, but there has been disturbed. There is something crudely scratched on the surface, and you feel strange. Let's examine it.
Updated my journal.
Run, doors or lies, use cannons, then portal. It looks like the message is written in some haste. Following the message is a crude arrow pointing in the opposite direction of the long hand in the clock. So yeah, it points over here, so to this cannon. Thanks for the advice.
This is it.
Right.
Updated my journal.
Is it going to be false from grace, or is it a random thing? It's going to be false from grace.
It is difficult to separate shadow from
Right,
the
we're going to keep
darkness
with
here.
it. See what happens. We might still have a chance to save them.
This is not a place meant for the living.
Because I can raise the dead. I can raise my companions. I don't know how this will work, but I can. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I never even got this in my first playthrough. This is the furthest I've ever been. So I actually have no idea how this goes. I just don't like the idea of losing them, because I wanted to save them. I'd rather sacrifice the nameless one than these guys. So I don't know how this is going to go. We've already done this narration, hence why I'm clicking through it so quickly. No satisfactory conclusion. Because they're actually going to have a big fight.
You have done enough harm. Prepare yourself.
You are... I can forge planes with my power. I can unmake you.
What's cool though is Falls from Grace is actually damaging the Transcendent one. Okay? Not much, but chipping away. You're only doing 5 damage with that super powerful spell. And the slamming hammers. Oh, what? Quickly marks X layer over here. It gives way easily into your grip and scouts into mist. You take a deep breath and then weave this thing's okay. This will be Anna. Is it gonna kill off all of them? Maybe I shouldn't have brought any of my allies here.
So cold here.
Ah, the fiendling.
I'm just gonna keep with it for now and see what happens. Right, we've done this one as well.
He matters more to me than my life.
Then die.
Bye, Anna. Well, it's teleporting me 2 cannons, because that's a cannon right there, so let's try that one. No, that's not a cannon, that's a... Oh, run! Run!
I'm
What?
hurt. Don't let it end like this. Feels like I've been through a shredder. I'm gone.
I don't have the hit points to survive this. I'm just gonna try and knuckle through this, and then I'll reload, and then we'll just try that one cannon.
I'm gone.
Right, there's another war machine here. Let's try this one. Pull the lever, go for it. Oh, there's the con.
Shadows.
Well,
Shit. I know Dacon's good, but I don't think he's that good.
The Githzerai.
Oh, that's how
I
you pronounce
remember
it.
him well. Submit.
I may be bested in battle, but I shall never be defeated.
You cannot hope to defeat me.
Is that why there's 8
have
more?
been here before. This time I shall never leave.
So be it.
Okay, it's not that one either. What's up here? Oh, hello. Ow. What's this clock? Apparently your previous incarnation never came to this one.
I'm hurt.
Hunt for the panel, pull the lever.
Updated my journal. Don't let it end like this. Feels like I've been strained
Hold
to
up.
someone's bowels.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. We've watched Fall from Grace die, Anna die, Dacon die, and I've died twice. Now, if I do my maths, that adds up to 5. I only came here with 4 companions. Something's not working right.
I'm gone.
I don't have the health for this. It's just brutal, it's just a slaughter fest of me just throwing myself in the grinder quite literally. I just don't know.
I'm gone.
Is there another war weapon around? Because that one teleported us to here. To that one. And we've tried. Oh. Portal's open. Ow. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Get out. Hi, Ignis.
I'm gone.
Well, your saves can't dodge. Or maybe they can. Taking Ignis.
Spell got disrupted.
Asshole. Disrupting my spells. Oh, I can potentially out-heal you. Well, I can cast them at point-blank range. Die, Ignis. Surely you can't have this much health. I didn't really level you up. I kind of just appeared and killed you. Fine, have an Axe of Torment then. Give me a chance to heal. Well, that did something to you. It made you have to do a save versus death. Let's do it again. Let's do a force missile.
Die.
Oh, critical hit. So he's now punching me, so I guess he's out of spells. Let's just heal up a bit. More magic missiles. Oh yay, killed him. Yeah, sneaky bastard. Oh hello, what's this? Oh, I'll take all of those. What is this? This huge crystal radiates a pulsing spectral light as it hovers over the crater in the middle of the room. The rhythm of the pulses remind you of a heartbeat. It's slow and sickly. Light from the crystal touches the edge of the room like fingers, each ray of light casting a glow on the ruined faces of the statues surrounding it. There is a moment of dizziness as you touch the crystal, then a slow chill passes through your body, and you discover that your muscles have locked, your hand frozen to the crystal's surface. There is a moment of silence, and sharp pains splinter through your body like fractures. You feel as if your very being is being turned to ice, then shatters. He has awakened. Finally, I thought I would die awaiting for him to rise. Perhaps you will still die. Never forget, I watch you thieves, you killers, all three of you. Physical, practical, good, and paranoid. Have a care how you speak to me, you deranged wreck. He was fortunate to reach here with all those traps that you scattered throughout the plains. I swear, if I could have crossed you the years to put you out of your misery, The two of you be silent. Let us make sure he is all right and save the arguments for later. Who are you all? By the hell, he's lost his memories. Damnation, he's useless to us now. Calm yourself. He's only disoriented. As are we were all. Give him a moment to get his bearings. You are all thieves wearing my body, and you will give it back. I am at the limits of my patience with your howling. Be silent, or this arguing avails us nothing. Give him his space. Let him be. Time is no longer in our favour. I will not stand here and squander the moment while our adversary is no doubt hunting for us. We waited long enough for him to awaken. I will speak to him now. The man before you resembles you, but he carries himself more like a force than a man. His eyes are watching you carefully, and as you study him, you feel him studying you, so it has come to this. Who are you? I will not surrender my name to you or any man. The man's voice is rough like yours, and it rings strangely in your ear. As for who I am, you should be asking yourself that. You are one of my incarnations. You made it here with my clues to guide you. Okay, right. My theory is, obviously we know the paranoid one, he burned all the journals. The practical one is the one that got Dionora killed. How is it possible that we're separate? The incarnation is silent for a moment, then his expression changes to contempt. If there is anything I have hated about you, it is your countless questions, your desperate fumbling for meaning and answers. The man's voice is like a hatchet, and anger flickers across his features. The time for questions is past, and now you will listen to me. I was the first to breach this fortress, and whatever it is that awaits us here has somehow been able to defeat me. It will not beat me a second time. You sound as if you intend to fight whatever lurks here. The man gives you a strange look and studies you. Of course, that's the only reason we're speaking now. I'll need you to be the shell, but your mind must be my mind. Do you understand? You mean to
Updated my
possess me?
journal.
Yes. He glances around at the spiked walls, then turns back to face you. We cannot leave this place in pieces. Only one may leave. How are we to become one? You must surrender your will to me. Your knowledge and skills, whatever little you've managed to accumulate in your life, may prove useful. He sizes you up again. It will ultimately be but a fraction of my power, but it might have its uses. And if I choose not to surrender? Yes, yet you came here previously and were defeated. The man frowns. I was taken unawares, and I did not anticipate that my companions would be split from me upon arrival. Whatever happened after that is confusing. So even if I surrendered to you, then we could still fail. Unlikely. I'm the only one who possesses the knowledge necessary to succeed. This moment is the culmination of centuries of planning. Many have suffered and died for us to be here. Their sacrifices must not be in vain. The last sentence unnerves you. It is delivered like a speech, and there is no passion behind the words. I don't believe you, and I won't surrender my will to you. Then we have a dilemma. I will not surrender what I know to you. This means you will never escape this prison, and we shall never find and defeat this killer of ours and be free of him. The man's voice becomes gentle. If you merge with me, however, not only can we escape this place, but we will be armed with all the knowledge I possess. We will come to this adversary, I will defeat him, and at last we will know peace. I'll consider it. There are other things I would know first. I will indulge you, but only. You are the one who saved the Con at Shraktor, and the one who led Daenora to her death. The man's eyes narrow. What of it? All of it was done with a purpose. Why give him the ring? The circle, even. That collection of lies, yes, it was a week's work to forge such a thing, as it was necessary to make it so he would cease doubting himself. You made it? Perhaps they carry some truth, I know not. I know that they were tedious writings, but the words were enough to give him faith. Why? Your ignorance astounds me. The man looks incredulous. Can it be that you do not know what he carries in his hand? The blade he carries is shaped by his thoughts. Such a tool, when used properly, could slay the multiverse's self. The man looks in thought, lost in thought, then his face sneers in disgust. Though obviously the gift became separated, and when we arrived in the fortress, and I was unable to make use of this blade, unfortunate. There's something else I would like to know. You were the one that led Daenora to her death. What of it? All of it was done with a purpose. Why did Daenora have to die? That girl had a little sense of the planes in her, and that was what I needed for her. You see, the Dustmen have it right. Sometimes when you feel too much passion, you cling too tightly to life to let go, and neither did Daenora, as I hoped she would. That woman, that ghost, the hunched man's eyes well up in fury and spittle flies from her mouth. He tormented me for years, pursuing me, hating me, and you were the one that killed her. The incarnation barely even glances at the Howling One and merely sneers. You blaming me for anything is laughable. He is... I don't know if you've watched the ones on YouTube or the past broadcasts, but we learn quite a lot about the practical one. Though she did become tiresome, it's just that when I arrived in the fortress, I didn't intend to stay. I just wanted to get in, sacrifice her, and get out. Third Incarnation speaks softly, and he sounds pained. Why did you do such a terrible thing? I needed someone to be my eyes here on the negative material plane, to serve as a scout and try and find out who my killer was. Only the dead can survive here for long, so Daenora had to be sacrificed so that she could become something other than she was. A tricky business, but it worked. She helped you, didn't she? You didn't have to kill her. He looks at you silently for a moment, then his sneer returns. And that is why you will be defeated if you confront our killer. It is because you are weak, and you do not see that some things are necessary. You dare call me weak? You orchestrated all these grand plans for defeating this invisible enemy, and you got your ass handed to you anyway, and some poor girl was murdered because of it. Maybe if you'd done your job the first time you were here, then this wouldn't even be a problem. You dare lecture me? Women have always walked our path with us, whether Daenora or Ravel or any other woman, and they have suffered, and it was always their choice. Daenora would have died for me if I'd asked her to. There was no crime. I've heard enough. We will speak later. Let's talk to the good one. The man before you resembles you, but his face seems calmer. He gives a slight smile as you approach, and he nods as if in approval. Are you all right? Who are you? Have we ever had a name? Or was it just the first of us? The man chuckles softly. Know that I am your ally in this. I, like these others, have died in my death in your mind, and this figment is all that remains. But who are you? Ah, his smile fades. And he looks at you with concern. This must be disorienting for you. Let me try and explain. I am one of your incarnations. I was once lost, now I am here again. How? I do not know. Whatever you touched within the fortress that has brought pieces of yourself to the surface. He pauses for a moment, thinking. One of the others may know the means of how this came to be, but it is beyond me. If you are part of me, there are things I must know. I have had countless lives. Why are there only 3 incarnations here? I do not know. Perhaps we were the 3 pieces that were somehow still present in your mind. Present? I do not know for sure, but I would guess that when we die, traces of the former personality may remain in your mind. And I know that sometimes we make ourselves felt. How? When you are about to place yourself in danger, or were close to a realization, for example, I found that I could stir, help prod you in the right direction. So you were the crawling sensation I kept feeling in the back of my skull. I would be a lot to how to describe it felt to you, but it is possible. Then there's things I would like to know. Before you said that when we die, traces are felt. That's what caused you all to emerge, right? My understanding may not be complete, but yes, that seems to be the case. And we may make ourselves feel in small ways. It's possible the first of us, the real one of us, before all the incarnations, might still be buried somewhere in my mind. The expression on the incarnation's face flickers for just a moment, but it's like a window, and you suddenly realize who it is you are speaking to. You were the first of us. The incarnation's eyes take on a haunted look, and his gaze turns away from yours. I know what you are thinking, but it is not the case. You think that knowing the mind of the first of us will somehow help you here in this place. It will not. But why? I have so many questions that you can answer. Why did we become mortal? Why? Because if we die, truly die, the incarnation looks up at you, and his eyes are like steel. Death's kingdom will not be paradise, not for us. If you spoke to these others that were here, you know that a fraction of the evil of their lives is but a drop of water compared to the evil of mine. That life, that one life, even without the thousands of others, has given a seat in the lower planes for eternity. But you seem so much calmer, so much more well-intentioned. I became that way, yes, because for me, his voice takes on a strange echo, it is regret that may change the nature of a man. But it was too late. I was already damned. I found that changing my nature was not enough. I needed more time and I needed more life, so I came to the greatest of the Grey Sisters and asked her for a boon to try and help me live long enough to rectify all the damage I had done to make me immortal. And Ravel did, but when she first tested your immortality and killed you, you forgot everything. He looks broken, and the planes have been dying ever since. The crime is great, and the blame is mine. There are so many questions I have for you. Who are you? What was your life like? Who? The incarnation shakes your head, cutting off. When I became no more, when I merge with you, you will have the answers you seek. It may take some time to sort them out, but they are there. He smiles ruefully. It is difficult to communicate a life with words. Very well then, we shall become one. Are you ready? One last thing, just this. The incarnation pauses for a moment, searching for your features. Before I return to Oblivion, there is something I would know. I can spare a little time for this. What do you wish to know? He studies your eyes, your expression. Did you live your life? The brief life you have had, in the end, was it worth it? It seemed so short. What little I experienced I enjoyed, and I do not wish to forget it. I have been travelling too much to really appreciate it. Perhaps we shall see after. This life only seems to have caused suffering for myself. I like this one. It seems so short. What little I experienced I enjoyed, and I do not wish to forget it. I have gained wisdom. He nods, and for a moment you think he is going to say something, but then he collapses, the life running out of him and into yours. As he falls into the black stones, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull, making you shiver, and you know the incarnation is no more. Paranoid. The man before you resembles you, but his back is hunched, and as if he is perpetually afraid of being struck. He is watching you warily, and he hisses as you approach, his hands clenching as if wanting to strangle you. His arms are horribly gnarled and scarred, as if they had been dunked into a stream of acid, and his left arm looks like it is holding on by a thread, literally. Know that you will not last long in this place, thief. Spittle flies from the man's mouth, and his face twists like a maddening grin. Mazes and regrets and death are all that are here. You are wasting your time speaking to that one. His thoughts are all angles and spite and nothing more. Stop wasting time. There is much the two of us must speak of. Thief! The Incarnation's hands twist as if strangling the other. I will feel the bones of your neck snap beneath my fingers. Take my body back, he turns to you. Thief, you wear a body like a cloak and you shame me. I am no thief, I stole nothing from you. You stole everything. I awoke on the streets of the Ring City, and all who saw me knew me. He takes a rasping breath. All that you had done, all that you had harmed, they were waiting for me, blaming me, hurting me until I couldn't take the voices anymore. His fingers grasped at the air and had to make them silent. You were the one who left the trap in the sensory stone for me, weren't you? And the Decahedron journal with the traps. He affixes you with a wary eye. It seems just looking at you is making him uncomfortable. You're the one who set fire to Atlantis' legacies, weren't you? Trying to destroy my legacy. I burned the false papers. Yes, more lies. Lies about my past my false lives. There are other things. The sensory traps. You're the one that left it? Yes. Simple trap. Trap for someone who can't die. A mind trap. It was simple to escape, actually. The smile freezes in Incarnation's face. You lie. No, it's pathetically easily. I was able to escape it with no effort. Lying thief! His eyes blaze like fire, and you watch as he clutches his left arm, then pulls. The stitching of the left shoulder tearing off, unraveling. What? Ah!
I'm hurt.
Bastard! I feel that was a critical mistake that I done. He just tore off his arm and started beating me with it. Let's see. Not happy with that one. Not happy with that one. There we go. Try this again. Can I actually avoid fighting Ignis entirely?
I'm gone.
Like... Oh no, I need to kill Ignis first. Okay. Ow, that hurt me actually quite a fair bit. Okay, so we know the goods one. I'd rather not coax... I think that was a silly thing, to coax a guy into attacking me. Okay, we'll just keep casting magic missiles until your shields breaks. Oh, your shield's broke actually. Oh, shield's back. But thankfully, you can't dodge all these damage forever. Well, you can actually, but I'm gonna... Let's cast a snake on you. Oh, I got interrupted, but it still hit him. Oh, I'm enjoying this magic missile spam.
I feel stronger.
Yay! Right. Let's heal. Right. Touch the crystal. Fall into darkness. Blitz through this. Talk to him. Step away. Save. Then. Who are you all? Who are you? Okay, we are separate incarnations. How is that possible? You sound like da-da-da-da. You
Updated my journal.
possess me. How are we to become one? You must surrender your will. And if I choose not to? You have no choice in the matter. You do not know how to escape this place. I do. If you refuse to surrender to me, I will refuse to surrender to you, and neither of us will ever be able to leave this place. Only one may leave, and it will not be you. let me get my bearings first. Right? Now we'll save. And talk to the good incarnation. Who are you? Who are you? And is it possible? If you are part of me, then surely things that you must know. I have a countless lives. Why are there only 3? Present, how? But you were that crawling sensation. There's something else I would know. But before you try to die, do you know why I wanted to become immortal? What makes you think it was done out of fear? Something else I want to know. Then I fear your friends are already dead. The man looks pained. This place bears a hatred. Well, thank you, Valky. It's very kind of you to give more subscriptions. I'm sure Tolpanzer will be very, very happy. Then I fear your friends are already dead. Well, something else I would like to know. I'm trying to see if I can get, like, basically pushed to the end, because I know I'm very close to the end. I'm very confident of that. So, I'm now just trying to remember what I did here. Let's see. I have had countless lives. Why are there only 3? Okay, present, how? So you were the crawling sensation, okay. What was your life like? It was quiet and long and was filled with much of the pain and joys that you'd expect in life. I served as cartographer for a time, and I walked the plains for several years. How did you die? In the end, as I travelled upon the fields of Bitopia, terrible shadows took on life as I lay sleeping. I died as I felt their claws upon me. They are the shades of all those that died in our place. The man explained, yes, I know that now. One cannot be in this place of regrets and not feel their agony. Okay. Before traces are left in mind, that's what caused you all to emerge, right? My understanding may not be complete, but yes, that seems to be it. So it's possible that the first of us, yeah, and you were the first of us, but why? But you seem so much calmer. Continue. And that's Ravel. Very well, we shall become one. I can spare some time for this. I will stay with the same thing. Number 2. Okay.
This is it.
Right, so that's we got 1. Let's try the paranoid one. And not get them to kill us. Who are you? Know that you will not last long. You're wasting your time. I am no thief. I stole nothing from you. You were the one that left the trap. What happened to your arm? He glances down at his arm for a moment, then looks and smiles. It kept coming off, so I had to stitch it up again. All things I'd like to know. Why did you destroy the legacies? False lives, okay. You're the one that set the trap. Oh wait, no. You sent the trap. Okay, no, we're not gonna aggro him. Will you do so? I would rather die. Death will also serve, but I will give you a chance. Never. He spits the last word, thief. Those other things I'd like to know. Do you know how to leave? I will never tell you, and you will never leave. He smiles. It is quiet here, peaceful. Alright. What do you know of the other incarnations? Thieves, they are thieves. They are all thieves, and they will die. Do not threaten me, you fool. I warn you. If anyone's a thief, it is you. You sought to steal our chances to settle this matter by sabotaging all my work. You are the thief. You stole my body and my life, and thieves will die. There's other things I'd like to know. Language of the... Let us speak in private, just the two of us. As you speak in the language of the Uyo, the incarnation's eyes widen as he stares at you. After a moment of silence, he replies in the same language. Only I know the language of the Uyo. How do you know it? You are correct. You are the only one who knows the language of the Uyo. So if I know the language of the Uyo, I must be you. He is silent, staring at you. It is the others who are not you, for they do not know the language of the Uyo. He nods slowly. I hear you. This place confuses one's perceptions. We are both you, and now we must become one. He looks frightened. To your surprise, he reverts to normal speech, and all the inflections to his voice are gone. It is calm, level, and much more like your own. I no longer wish to live like this. You no longer have to. All the pain and worry and torment of your existence will wipe away. You have suffered much. You were born into a world where nothing made sense, where strangers claimed they knew you. They blamed you for things you knew nothing of, and they tried to hurt you. He looks at you, and as you watch, the incarnation loses its mad gleam, and his eyes become more like your own. Yes, I will protect you now. You will know peace, for that is all you ever wanted, isn't it? And thud. The incarnation relaxes at your words, its eyes dimming as he locks gazes with you. There is the faintest of whispers, and he falls to the black stones. With his collapse, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull. Yay, I got strength, I got constitution. Cool. There is a flood of memories, the strength and emotions, and you steady yourself dizzy for a moment, and then your vision clears and you are yourself once more. Right, saving. I'm going to keep that level up because I wonder what stats this guy will give. If he does. The incarnation affixes you with a stony gaze. Who are you? The incarnation is silent for a moment, then his expression changes to contempt. If there's anything I hated, it's your countless questions. You sound as if you intend to fight whatever it is that lurks here. And that gives you a strange, of course. You mean to possess me? How are we to become one? You must surrender yourself, your knowledge and skills, whatever little you have, ultimately will be but a fraction of my power, but it might have its uses. But yet you came here previously and you were defeated. The man frowns. I was taken unaware. So even if I were to surrender to you, we could still fail. Unlikely, I'm the only one who possesses the knowledge necessary to succeed. Many have left access in this editor. Yet you came here previously and were defeated. The man frowns. I was taken unawares. Okay, never mind. And why should I let you possess me? You have no choice in the matter. You do not know how to escape this place. I do. If you refuse to surrender with me, I will refuse to surrender to you. I've got other questions. You're the one that served Dakon. You gave Dakon the unbroken circle. You made it, but why? Okay, right, we've done that part. You're the one that led Denora to her death. Why did Denora have to die? But why? Yet you didn't have to kill her. He looks at you silently for a moment, then his sneer returns. And that is why you will be defeated if you confront our killer. It was necessary. It is because you are weak and you do not see that some things are necessary. You dare call me weak. You orchestrated all these grand plans for defeating this invisible enemy, and you got your ass handed to you anyway, and some poor girl was murdered because of it. You dare lecture me? I won't discuss it anymore. There are other things I want to talk about. Are you the one who taught Ignis the art? Ignis? Is that a name? Who in the hell are you talking about? Okay, right, so they didn't teach Ignis. But it would make sense because they're sadistic. Oh, maybe I guess if you play the game again and you're evil, that's one of them. Were you the one that pried Mort off the Pillar of Skulls? Is Mort still alive? The incarnation stares for a moment in disbelief, then he starts laughing. Ha! That piking skull couldn't be trusted farther than I could throw him. Claiming he had information when he didn't, then I had to go through the torment of prying him off the Pillar of Skulls, then he feigned ignorance once he was off of it. The incarnation scoffs. I humoured him since he told me everything I needed from him. Feigned ignorance? Oh yes. Once a liar, always a liar. It takes a stronger mind than the skulls to give me a laugh about, though. What was his game? What more did he have to lie about? The incarnation sparked. It is of no matter. Let the skull have his secrets. They are worthless to me. Let's see. What about the tomb beneath sigil, didn't you? The one with the traps. I'd almost forgotten, yes, what a waste that was. The incarnation seems irritated. Obviously, that didn't work, and it cost a lot of blood and coin too. It was shortly after the failure of that I decided to carry the battle to our killer rather than wait for him to show any longer. I see, okay. You saved Dakon because of his blade. Why? Yours astounds me. Can it be that you do not know what it carries in its hands? Oh yeah, because it can cure things, but then it got lost. Let's see what else have we got. Holy crap! Who were those other versions of us? They were the other incarnations, reflection of herself. I wanted them to merge with me, but it is no matter. They are unnecessary. I see. There are things I would like to know. So many questions. Wow. How do I escape this place? You must surrender your will to me. Well, okay, other questions, right. Do you still intend to fight? I intend to merge with you. I will not merge with you. You will merge with me. Were you responsible for the tattoos on my back? The ones that I read in the mortuary? The directions, he nods, irritated. Of course I was responsible. I knew there was a chance I might fail here and lose my memories. I wanted future incarnations to benefit from some guidance, so I had the directions stitched on my back, since the things like journals, he snarls as if angry himself, tend to be lost so easily. Well, the directions were kind of vague though. Are you a fool? The incarnation looks exasperated. The directions needed to be vague. I couldn't spell out exactly what was happening to us, so I left a signpost. What do you think would have happened if a dustman had read them, or someone even more barmy? How quickly do you think we would have been buried alive or cremated? Very well. What about me seeking out Farad though? Why him? Farad? The incarnation thinks for a moment. Oh, yes, the Trash King with all the tough bloods that thought that I was easy prey. He smiles slightly, as if recalling a pleasant memory. Only after a little bloodletting, I struck a bargain with him. He would see to it that if his men found me, they would take me safely to the mortuary, and of course I needed the eyes and hands of his men to scour the catacombs beneath sigil for me. What for? A sphere, made of bronze, ugly, feels like an egg to the touch, and it smells of rotten custard, right? Yes, I told Farad it was the only thing that would save his miserable life. What a snivelling little dodger he was. The incarnation smiles at you. You see, that old bastard was destined to end up on this pillar of skulls when he died, and we desperately tried to weasel out of it, so I told him that there was an item beneath sigil that would save him from his fate, and if he could only find it, but it wouldn't save him. It was just something you wanted for him to find. Of course, it was useless to him. One cannot dodge fate so easily. He looks irritated. However, nothing motivates a man faster than telling him what he seeks will save his soul from eternal damnation. I intended to take it from him after he found it. It's just that searching for it would have taken too long. He smiles again. And why should I do it when I could have someone else hunt it for me? Actually, he ended up tricking me into finding it for him. Why was it so important? Important? Do you not know? Then Kanarsh becomes silent for a moment. Do you have it with you? Yes, I brought it with me. You have it? The incarnation's eyes flare. Then your life has some use after all. You watch his eyes flicker as if thinking, calculating. When we merge, I will see about finding a means to unlock it. Perhaps all is not lost. What is this sphere? It is a dead sensory stone. Do you know what it contains? He smiles eagerly. It holds the last experiences of the first of us. When we were one man, and not a string of incarnations. His voice drops. If there is some way of unlocking it, I will be able to see inside his mind, and see why this all happened. Yes! The incarnation's face has become somber. It is the answer I have always sought. Why this happened, why we became immortal. He studies you. When we merge, I will see about finding a means to unlock it. There's other things I would like to know. Let's see. I will not merge with you. Were you responsible to tattoos? Were you the one that asked Farah to get the bronze sphere? I'll speak again later. Give me a second, because I've got the first one in me. So, you hold the sphere, man. Okay. You feel the memories of the first of your incarnations stirring within you, but it is not an insistent or driving force. It is calm like the thoughts of a man walking across a great distance to speak to a friend he hasn't seen in ages. As you feel his presence in your mind, you see the sphere in a different light. Not as ugly or hideous, but as something precious, like a newborn child. The sphere is the repository of your last moments before you ravel on the grey waste and ask the impossible of her. You know why you asked her, and you know all that you need to do is touch the surface of the sphere with both hands and feel regret, and the stone will open itself to you. Let's feel regret. The sphere wrinkles in your hands, the skin of the sphere peeling away into tears and turning into a rain of bronze that encircles you. Each droplet, each fragment that enters you, you feel a new memory stirring, a lost love, a forgotten pain, an ache of loss, and with it comes the great pressure of regret, regret of careless actions, the regret of suffering, regret of war, regret of death, and you feel your mind beginning buckling from the pressure. So much all at once, so much damage done to others, so much so an entire fortress may be built from such pain. Maybe I should have saved the game before looking at it. We'll save afterwards. Let's see. Let's try to focus, keep your center, and suddenly, through the torrent of regrets, you feel the first incarnation again. His hand, invisible and weightless, is upon your shoulder, steadying you. He doesn't speak, but with his touch, you suddenly remember your name. 2 million experience points! Ooh. And it is such a simple thing, not at all what you thought it might be, and you feel yourself suddenly comforted. In knowing your name, your true name, you know that you have gained back perhaps the most important part of yourself. In knowing your name, you know yourself, and you know now there is very little you cannot do. The first incarnation's hand is gone from your shoulder, and he is watching you with a slight smile. That was my name all along, but if I was... The first incarnation holds up his finger to his lips, silencing you. He nods at the symbol in your arm, as if indicating that you should make use of it. Okay, examine it. The symbol of torment, seems brittle somehow, as if it is only barely holding itself to your skin. Unconsciously, you reach out and peel it from your arm. It gives way with a slight resistance, like pulling off a scab. As you hold the symbol, you know you can harness its power. It no longer rules you. I no longer wear the symbol. Does that mean... As you get halfway through your question, you realize there is a heavy silence within your mind. You can no longer feel the presence of the first incarnation within you. Let's take the symbol of torment. Oh, it's a tattoo. Invokes the rune of... Oh no, the strip of flesh holds the symbol of torment that you have always worn. It peeled away from your arm when you realized your true name. The symbol no longer rules you, and you may harness its power to bring retribution against your enemies. Merely holding it and invoking its power will summon all the pain and suffering from your past incarnations upon your foes. That seems pretty powerful. Like, there we go, Valky, that's it saved. So it's just like, you know, here, have all the torment of the millennias of lifetimes. Goodness gracious. That's a good thing I kept that. I wonder if I can use the Motron Cube to leave. Whew. Who are you? Right. How are we to become one? I have some other questions to ask. Let's see. I will not merge with you, you will merge with me. This man looks at you and then smiles. I surrender to no man, it is you who will be absorbed in me. I doubt it. Do you intend to fight me on this? The man seems more amused than anything. You are no match for me, there's little point in resisting. I shall not fight you this day, there are still other things I would know. Okay. Let's see. So many questions. The con. You gave him the circle. You made it. Why? You're the one who led Denora to her death. Morkel. Cause of his blade. Why? Did Denora have to die? Did you teach Ignis? No. You built the tomb? No. You pried mortar off the pillar? Who are the other versions? How do I escape? Do you still intend to fight whatever lurks? See you again later. Well, we got tons of experience points for leveling up. So let's level up. Saving throws have been improved. Fighting skills have been improved. Spell memorizations have improved. 9 characteristic points gained. Hold up. 9! 9 hit points gained. 9 characteristic points. Well. Let's get more spells then. Buff dexterity, buff a bit of strength. No, we don't need strength. We're not going to smack things. I'll take dexterity. Improve my con, I guess? And 1 charisma for fun. Wow. There are things I would like to know. Right. Were you the one that asked Farad for the bronze sphere? For the bronze sphere. But it wouldn't save him. It was just something you wanted to find. Actually, he ended up tricking. Yeah, very true. I'm sure one of Farad's men have found it for him. Why was it so important? No, it died with Farad. Okay, important. Do you not know? The incarnation becomes silent from it. Do you have it with you? No, it died with Farad. What was it supposed to do? It was a dead sensory stone. The incarnation is staring through you as if seeing something far away. Do you know what it contained? He smiles ruefully. It held the last experiences and see why this has all happened. Yes. Well, we thankfully kept that stone. I was hoping that maybe that would influence to say, well, I have the power of the first within me. But no. The other things I would know. Can you merge with me? Can I rest? Let's have a look at my spells. Well, let's put a black sphere in there. Another desert hell. Globe of invulnerability, that sounds like a good idea. Some lightning storms. A whole bunch of guardian mantles, because I don't have any other spells. Ooh, meteor storm bombardments, and 3 death bolts. And, ooh, celestial host. Oh yes, this is for summoning, like, gods. 2 of them. What's Abyssal Flow Fury? 1 creature. Saving throw. See below. This spell opens a planar portal beneath a specified victim and drags them down into the abyss. The portal remains open even after the victim is swallowed in. The only sounds bystanders hear is the incessant screaming of the victim as she is torn apart by the ruthless Tenari. After what seems like only a few seconds, which is more than an eternity for the victim in the abyss, the victim, or what's left of him, gets spit back out of the portal. 1. If the victim makes a successful saving throw, he will get spit out of the portal in 1 piece. But while the victim sensed nothing at first, after a split second, all the wrath of the Tenari will surface. The victim will suffer 5 to 510 points of damage as he suffers multiple delayed attacks and slashes from all angles. 2. If the victim fails the saving throw, it is instant death. All that is left are body parts. Yes, I want one of those. Can I rest here? Yes, I can. I suddenly have god spells. Here is like a portal to the abyss. Boof. Or here is a portal to the celestial realms. Boof. Oh. I'm gonna save because I want to cast one of these. If you're part of me, I would like to know. I will not merge with you. I doubt it. Try me. So be it then. His eyes become grey like mist, and he gives a slight smile, as if in anticipation. We shall see what your mind has in store. You lock gazes with him. His eyes are like stones, and they start to drag you down. Lock gazes with him. Try and force him to merge with you. As you swim through the corridors of his mind, the first emotion you encounter is surprise, and his eyes widen. He's not absorbing you. Your will is stronger. It is consuming him. You feel him desperately trying to pull back, but he cannot. He is too weak. And your will blocks his retreat while drawing him deeper into your subconscious. Like, this is one hell of a staring contest. Like, I stare in, and you think you can take me. I will pull you in. Legit big brain. That's all that wisdom. Max 25 wisdom. This is the last time we shall ever speak. Return to death where you belong. He looks incredulous for a moment, then he disintegrates, and you feel a rush of knowledge pouring through you. Fighting to the surface is almost too much to absorb at once, and you find yourself disoriented. So much knowledge, so many experiences that... Intelligence +1, Wisdom +1. 2 stats I already had maxed, meh. And as quickly as it occurred, the rush subsides and you steady yourself. The bits of knowledge swirl about in your mind and you will make sense of them later. For now, only one piece of knowledge is important. That the Incarnation did not know how to leave this place. He lied to trick you into surrendering. Ah,
Done.
fuck. Oh, hello, Dianora. Before you is the ghostly form of Dianora. Her spectral crown seems stirred by the ethereal breeze. Her eyes rest on yours, and you feel a strange disjointed sensation, as if you are looking at several pairs of eyes all at once. Dianora? My love, at last I have found you. I searched for you after you were divided by the crystal. The fortress spans hundreds of miles, and I feared you were lost to me. Her ghostly eyes take your measure, searching your bodies for new wounds. Are you well? I think so. The crystal divided me, but I am one again. Now I am trapped here, however. I suspect trapping you here was the crystal's true purpose, but it poses no barrier for one such as I. She closes her eyes. Much do my eyes see, and the halls of this fortress are well known to me. If you are trapped here, my love, I shall see to it that you are set free. Where is it you wish to go? I wish to rejoin my companions. I wish to rejoin my friends. As you wish, my love. She stretches out her hand. Touch my hand, and the walls of this fortress shall be no more.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Oh no.
All right.
Right. Ray's dead. No, they're all dead. Okay. I have no idea how to keep them alive. I genuinely don't. But obviously, I guess one of them needs to die? Because you need to use the cannon and then you go through the portal? It would be nice to have the con alive for the fight. But at least I've got the Scroll of Torment. Oh well. Let's loot some of the more valuable stuff then. This and let's see. Bone charms, blood flies. I think blood flies give my regeneration. Yeah. Charcoals, black barb seeds. And don't think I need my eye anymore. I don't need the Findish eye. Don't need that. Don't need the finger bone key. So I'll take the charcoal. Black barbed shield. Don't need the cranium. Not the blindness. Cockroach charm. Yes. Not charm. No. Right. Grace, do you have anything that I could do? Ooh, Ring of Fallen Stars. Yes. And I'll take that Scroll of Deathbolt. Ooh, Scent of the Storm. I don't think I'll need Heaven and Earth anymore, but I will take the Scent of the Storm. It's a shame how all of them died. Well, I'm definitely getting the bad ending. Let's see. Yeah, increase my regeneration rate, more spells, and resistance to chaos. Cool. Well, this is where you would go if you wanted to get your allies back, but I don't have my allies. Hello, Transcendent One.
So you have come. Then you shall die again.
Are you just going to be immediately hostile? I don't want to be. I want to talk.
So you have come. You are unwelcome here, broken one.
What have you done to my friends? Oh!
Are they dead? Yes. and they wasted it for your sake.
Well, you killed them, so they died for you as they always have, such is the way of all mortal things. It is the fate of all that follow you, Broken One. You have forgotten much. Why did you do it? They tried to harm me. Here, of all places, I defended myself. In so doing, mortality claimed them. Their deaths were by their own hand. I gave them the opportunity to depart this place, but they seemed determined to help you, despite the cost to themselves. So you killed them. The Tiefling girl was especially fierce in your defense. Her feelings for you burned brighter than Elysium's fires. And the Tenari, she was quite strong. Her tolerance for pain would have shamed the Batezu themselves. I took no pleasure in their deaths. Then why? It was not my will. It was not I that brought them here. All of them had a choice, and they chose to die for you. It has always been the way of all that follow you, for they are tormented souls seeking a release, but they know not why. You have forgotten this, and you shall know. I know you for what you are. You are my mortality. Your armor, it is twisted like tree branches. Such things speak of Ravel's magics. Yes, I am that which was split from you by the hag's power. Okay. So that is, it's basically I am fighting me. I am that which walks with all life. My voice is a death rattle, a last breath in the throat, the whisper of a dying man. I have been freed from the prison of your flesh. Freed from me? The moment I was split from your cancerous shell, I knew life, I knew freedom. I shall not surrender it to you. We were not meant to be separated, and the planes have suffered because of our separation. You know nothing of meaning and separation. Before your memory dies again, know that we were never meant to be as one. This shall be the last time you and I speak, Broken One. Then there is things I would know, Spirit. I have travelled far, and there is many questions you can answer. I will indulge you this one last time. Then this fortress shall be silent again. Then my questions are these. You have done everything you can to prevent us from meeting face to face. Why? Do you think I fear to face you, Broken One? I do not. Is that why you send shadows to kill me rather than trying to defeat me yourself? They've never succeeded in killing me, nor will they. I send shadows because their reach is long, yet it is my eyes that guide them. So the shadows can travel distances you cannot. There is nothing I cannot do. Yet you never travelled beyond these walls to fight me, only sent shadows. That is how a coward fights. My energies are needed to sustain this place, Broken One, else it would be my hand on your throat with each of your deaths. I may not travel beyond these fortress walls for long. I don't believe you. I think you're afraid to confront me, or else you're lying to me, and there is another reason you remain here. Yet even when I was within these fortress walls, you sent Ignis to try and stop me, when you could have stopped me yourself. I like the first one. Then that crystal you set up to try and segment me and trap me, you didn't want to kill me, you only wanted to imprison me. I like the first one. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Why is sustaining this place so important for you? If you're truly as powerful as you say, why would you want to remain here? There is nothing here. It is my fortress, it is my home. And what a home it is too. Mortared from my regrets, with nothing but the shades of those we've murdered filling its halls. Abandoned relics of the past languishing beneath dust, and the life-draining energies of the negative material plane to feast the eyes on. There are words for places like this. They're called prisons. Every word betrays your ignorance, Broken One. The fortress is silent. All that comes here dies before intruding into my presence, and the shadows are quiet creatures. I think you have to remain here, along with the shadows and the ghosts, because that's what you have become. I don't think you sustain this place at all. I think it sustains you. I remain here by choice. Really? So when you said you can't journey behind this fortress for long, you were lying. And how is it possible that a fortress built from my regrets needs you to sustain it? Hello, Yunatu. You are exactly right. You probably haven't seen me for 6 or 7 years. This is thanks to Grimmeth. I've started streaming again. He basically was like, hey, Griffin, have you thought of streaming? And I went, oh, well, I've only got one screen now. He went, you can do it. And so basically, that's pretty much how the conversation went. It didn't take much cajoling for me to get started again. And here I am, drinking not much juice. That is a wonderful compliment. Unfortunately, I am bigger than I was then. It is a wonderful compliment. For 1,000 channel points, you can make me do 5-star jumps. I'd rather you save them for when it's maybe a bit earlier in the day. It's currently almost 1 a.m. You guys are sweet. I do. It's basically because of the quarantine and stuff. I've not been able to go for walks and stuff, so I'm stuck in here. So just a slight tangent from this, the seriousness of the conversation. I've been trying to eat better. I've been cooking a lot more food and stuff. Oh. Yes, it's my lockdown beard. I decided I was curious to see how long it would grow, so I shaved all off, so I was bald-faced, and then started to grow it just to see how long it would happen. So as long as lockdown goes, I will have a beard, and I will try to grow it out. Anyway, let's see. We shall see. There are okay. I will see you die 1,000 deaths for your insolence, broken one. You are an intruder within these halls, and I shall see to it you never return. Yunatu. So happy to see you again. You can't imagine how happy I am. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued, Yunatu, to know who you are. Like, just, it's because that's a very, very heartwarming thing. It's just very genuinely, it's like, it's one of those lovely things to read. Like, I'm happy to see you after an absence, and it's really happy. I just wonder why. Why does it make you so happy? Anyway, let's see. I will see you die 1,000 deaths. We shall see. There are other things I would like to know. I may be immortal, but Ravel told me the ritual was flawed. Whenever I die, I lose a fraction of my mind. In time after many deaths, I shall lose the ability to even think for myself. It is of no matter, you cannot die. Your mind may be lost, but your flesh will live on. That is all that is needed. Why? We share a link, you and I. However small, I do not wish you destroyed, only far from me. Then why have you been trying to kill me all this time? It is of no consequence. Wait. Those shadows you sent against me, they never succeeded in killing me, but that was never their purpose, was it? They only kill me to make me forget. There is nothing in your shell of a mind that is of consequence, broken one, except that from when the Pillar of Skulls told me, there were 3 that knew where you could be found and how to reach you. One is Trius, one's you, and the other is me. If you kill Trius and I, there will be no one who knows who you are and how to find you. Yes, the angel that shields itself with golden lies, you led me to him at last. Like you, the betrayer was difficult to find. He will die the final death. So, you used me to find him. You wanted me to kill him, didn't you? So, his knowledge would die, then you tried to kill me, so I would forget where to find you. I see Time's blade has not bled your mind of all reason. My purpose was always such, to make you forget. But why do... Because I never again wish to suffer your presence, broken one. You are an irritation, a reminder of what life once was, and I detest such reminders. I wish to be left in peace in my fortress. As you have forgotten me, I wish to forget you forever. Then that is acceptable to me, but know that I will suffer your attacks no longer. You will keep your shadows here and allow me to live my life, and I will allow you to live yours. You have no choice, broken one. When you leave here, you will forget all that has transpired. I no longer wish you to know how to find me. You will die the death of the mind again and again, because it is my will. But I no longer forget when I die. Perhaps once, but no longer. You lie. You have always forgotten, I have always remembered. It was always such. Always doesn't mean what it once did. I have died time and again, and my memories have returned to me. Your deceptions will not shield you. Here, broken one, it is true. Killing me won't stop me, because killing me doesn't make me forget anymore. I'll always know you always. I'll remember everything you've done, how to reach here, and eventually how to destroy you. Then I shall imprison you, nameless one. If you will not forget, then I shall not allow you to be free. But I already escaped from that crystal prison you threw in my path. You can't kill me, you can't hold me, and you can't make me forget anymore. Then I will feed you to the shades. I will defeat you here, then cast you into the shadow galleries where they may feed on you. They will kill you across the span of several eternities. You shall never walk the plains again. Very well. There are other things I would like to know. If we are linked, as you say, then speak our name. A name is a thing earned by a man through his actions. By the nature of that, the name we once had is meaningless. You don't know what our name is, do you? There is no one in all existence that knows our name. This is our shield. Names carry power. When one is nameless as we are, then one is strong. We cannot be hunted. We cannot be tracked. We cannot be harmed. Our name is known to me, creature. In knowing, I have become strong. You lie. Our name is lost, forgotten, and so it shall remain until all eternity dies. Do I lie? If you are of me, you know when I deceive you. I do not lie now. Even with such knowing, you do not have the power to defeat me. Yes, I do. And I shall not allow you to trick me into that battle that is not even necessary. For in knowing my name, my true name, I know yours. There is nothing more you can do to me. I will unmake you. No, I will unmake you. I no longer wish you to inhabit the plains. Farewell, and know that oblivion welcomes you.
No! How is this possible?
Good thing I kept that brass orb. Holy shit! Is that it? I think I just killed myself. I'll go back and I'll do the other option. Replay. Done. Resume. Right. Let's do this thing. Okay. If you're a part... Okay. If you're part of me... I will not merge with you, you'll merge with me. I doubt it. Try me. Lock gazes with him and force him to merge with you.
I'm gone.
Thanks. Lenora, I think so. I wish to rejoin my friends. I wish to speak to you for a moment and tell you how you died and why. When I brought you to this fortress, it was my intention that you die here. I needed someone to remain behind so that they would serve as a link to this place. I knew because you loved me so much that your love would stave off death and allow me to become a spirit, and that is why you suffer now. Dianora's face is a mask as you speak the words. I am sorry, Dianora. Do you love me? If you say yes, my love, then nothing that has happened matters. Though I did not know you at first, I have come to love you. Your suffering has become mine, and I have found that I will do what I can to help you. Yes, because I have tried to do that. Then I will aid you, my love. Tell me how I can help you. I am trapped here. Can you help me escape? Hold up. So I'm sorry. No, definitely, because a lot of the things I've done is to try and help her, and I've grown, so that's right. Rejoin my companions. There are things that I will need from them. I wish to rejoin my friends. At least I kept my vow.
I forgive what you have done. I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Oh, so it slightly changed it. That's neat. That's neat. Oh, they all died.
Done.
I don't think there's much that I can do. I think they die anyway. Well, that's the way I'm rounding up. Anyway, saving. A lot of little... Yeah.
So you have come. You
Yes.
are unwelcome here, broken one.
What have you done to my friends? So we've done one ending.
Are they dead?
So technically, I have now finally completed Planescape
Unlike
Torment.
you, they have but one life.
Yes,
They
yes, yes.
wasted it for your sake.
Yes, yes, yes. Right, let's go through this. Why did you do it? So you killed them. Then why did you do it? I know for what you are. Freed from me. We are not meant to be separated. Then I wish to ask you questions. Then these are my questions. My friends, I want their lives returned to them, and I want them to have free passage from this place. Ooh! No, they are dead. Dead they shall remain. Why? Can't you save them? Don't you have the power? Do not question my power here in this place. There is nothing I cannot do now that I am free of you. But it is not my will that they be saved. You can't resurrect them, can you? Broken One, in the span of your forgotten lifetimes, I observed, learned, and gathered power within the vaults of my body. When you fought in the Black Decade War, all of your military knowledge was carved in my mind. When you danced sorceries with Lum the Mad, I learned with you. All you have forgotten, I have not. The power over life and death is but a minor display of my power. You say have you learned with me? What I have experienced, you experienced. Are you saying we share a link, you and I? It is a small thing, of no consequence. Theodore told me that I could reverse death only when the victim had died close to me. But what she awakened in me, are you saying that was only a fraction of my power over life and death? Your mind is a broken stone, its edges dull from misuse and neglect. Even if you knew power, you would not know how to harness it. If you claim you have the power, then I must have the power too, even if I wasn't there at the moment of death. You do not have the years needed to learn the arts of life and death. You will fall before me. You feel a stirring in your mind and suddenly realize you do possess the years needed to learn. For you knew it all once, across multiple incarnations, but the process will take time, and you know your mortality will not allow you the time you need. You may have the time to resurrect one companion, but no more than that. One is better than none, but okay. It's going to be down to 3, right? Dakan, who becomes free when we die. Anna, because she's falling, and then Mort. Fall from grace, I'm not that attached to. So it's one of those 3. Oh. I want to resurrect one of the companions. Time seems to slow down as you reach out slowly, and you can feel the soul of your companion faintly, and you know that you can crawl it back to the body. Okay. I like Mort because he stuck around all the time, even through all the horrible things. I'm gonna do Mort because technically Dakan is now free because he has died. His life, he has died. He's now free from slavery. So I am going to do Mort.
Whoa, hold up, Chief. Listen, there are a few things I need to tell you.
Mort, you're not dead. Well, yeah, when you've been dead as long as I have, you learn to fake it really well. I've been kind of listening to your whole conversation. Use the power you got on someone else. I don't need it. So you were going to lie there while I got my ass handed to me. I'm fucking happy I chose Mort. Fucking love the bastard. Well, yeah, Chief, it's not like you'd die. I mean, if you failed, you'd need someone to remember for you. Plus, you know how worthless I am in a fight. Well, when I'm not taunting some mage or another. Then maybe that's what I'll need you to do. We'll talk about this later, Mort. Anna. You reach out with your power, there's a rush of air and Anna stirs. She raises her head slowly, then shakes it confused. I found my mortality, Anna, and it turns out it doesn't like me much. I need your help.
I'm gonna stand by you.
This will not do. Even if we die, I'll come back for you, I swear it. I'll track you down again, no matter how long it takes.
No, that is no longer possible. You led me to all that have guided you to this place. I will end their lives. You have allowed me to hide my presence forever. There is no one left in all of existence who can tell you how to reach me. This shall be the last time you trespass in these halls. The halls of this fortress shall be silent again. You will trouble me no more. I will shatter every bone in your body,
Right.
reset them into painful angles, then let your flesh heal again. You shall be my toy.
Let's cast a symbol of torment.
Damn it! Bite's not working on. Damn it!
Aw. Did I just whiff?
Aye?
Anna, go get your gear.
Bite's not working on this thing.
What's happening?
Sufferings will you know at my
What
hand,
the hell was
broken
that?
one?
Right. Daggers of Murin. Are they the better ones? No. Mark of the Savant are the better ones. You get some earrings, bracelet, a ring, and an earring, tattoo, 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 and healing. Go help me fight
What's
that.
up?
More. Go
Okay.
get your gear back. Where's your teeth? Right, there we go.
Hey.
And let's use the skull mob. Let's do Abyssal Fury. Yeah, that hurt my ears as well. Give me a second.
I can unmake you.
Let's lower that down a bit for you. That hurt my ears a lot more. There we go, that should be a bit better. Okay, Mort. You need health.
Did you see that?
Let's see, spell. Let's do the Celestial Host this time. Mort is just too strong for these mortal ears. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he can just keep doing that spell as well. Right, let's see. Let's do Death Bolt. Let's see what happens. Why is it so loud? Like, it is so loud.
Ready.
Right, cast another spell. Let's do more Celestial Hosts. Oh, now it works. Oh, that angel will be freaking out, or Deva will be freaking out. be fair, that only protects him from level 1 to 4 spells. I'm kind of casting a level 9 spell. Oh, 72 damage is nice.
I will unmake you.
And I could do that again, by the way. Oh no, I can't. I'm done. What's the Meteor Storm bombardment? All enemies. Sure, let's have a bombardment of meteors. Let's see what happens.
Damn it.
Bloody hell. Alright, next spell. Deathbolt. It's as if someone's got a mouse and it's just making it wiggle.
Spell's been warped.
Spell has been warped by the plane. Wow, look at that damage.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, Anna, don't die. That's why we've got all these healing items. Just keep using them.
Huh?
Mort, you keep smacking it.
Aye, what?
Should have got Dakon. Dakon's just apocalyptically powerful. Right, let's see what other spells can we cast. I know, let's do another Meteor Storm. Excuse me. Because it can. At least it's not deafeningly loud anymore. It's actually reasonable.
Did you see that?
I shall be your teacher.
Yeah. Just constantly just dishing out the damage to him. Even if he had some like 999 hit points, we are getting quite into him.
Spell's been warped.
Did you see that?
The spell's been warped by the planes. Yeah, that's fine, but we're doing such apocalyptic levels of damage to him, it's all good.
How is this possible?
Can you guys see anything? I can't. I think it's the same cutscene that we saw before. I can't see a thing. Lightning bolt's OP. The lightning bolt did too much damage. Yeah. The lightning bolt is OP. Super OP. Like, I'll just show you what I can see. Just a white screen. That's all I can see. I can see exactly what you see. So, we're just gonna force restart that. And we're gonna load the save. And we're gonna try a different one. Syncing. So that's the two ways that we can do that. We can either talk him to death, and there's still another way to handle it. We're going to try the other way. So I'm guessing the other way is... I have two options
So
when
you
I can
have come.
talk him down.
You are unwelcome here, broken one.
I'm just impressed. Oh, the other way. At least we're getting... This is like Mass Effect. It's just you have all the options right for the ending, right at the end.
Are they dead? Yes. Unlike you, they have but one.
I'm happy I saved just before talking to him. This makes this a lot faster.
Did it for your sake.
Well, I'm happy you're enjoying watching this, Yunatu. I said, you never asked like why you were so happy to see me back. It's the fate of all things. Why did you do it? So you killed them. Okay, right. We'll just try and go and replicate from what we did from the start. I know you for what you are. Ravel's magic. Da, 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 da. Freed from me. We were not meant to be separated. Yeah, we're going to do the rejoin. I imagine that's the other part. There's something I would know, Spirit. I have travelled far. Then ask these questions, please. I may be immortal, but Ravel said if I die, I lose a portion of my mind. I think it was the second one, because the first one didn't. Needed why? Then why have you been trying to kill me? Wait, those shadows you sent against me, except that when the pillar of skulls. Thank you again, Valkybear, for gifting more subs. This is for breaking the game. It was the lightning bolt that broke the game. And to be fair, I broke the game before that, Valky, because apparently using the Modron cube causes Sigil to reset. And I'm not joking. Apparently, I found an exploit where basically using the Modron cube, I could max out my constitution by buying the Tears of Celeredu. The ones that if you're lawful good give +1 constitution. You're only supposed to have 2 in a game. I did an off thing and I basically found a way that I could just go back and keep getting it and basically max out my constitution. I did that off camera just out of curiosity because of things, but anyway, it seems to be working and we are literally at the end of the game, so let's keep going. But why do it? Because I never wish to suffer. Then that is accept. As you have forgotten me, I wish to forget you forever. That is acceptable, but I know that I will suffer your attacks no longer. You will keep the shadows here and you will allow me to live my life and I will allow you to live yours. I don't think that's the reason either. Okay. But why do... let's see. I no longer forget when I die. Perhaps once, but no longer. You lie. Always doesn't mean what it once did. Probably Daggerfall. Ah, it's the kind of the nostalgia thing. I get you, Inatu. I get you. I get that in a different way because I'm seeing names of fans that used to watch me 7 years ago popping back up. For instance, Laxtotes is one of them. He's someone I used to play Minecraft and stuff with, so when he suddenly just popped back in, it was just one of those moments of, oh, I remember you! Is the truth. Killing me won't stop me. Then I shall imprison you, nameless one. But I already escaped. Okay, right, so we've done that. I may be immortal. If we are linked as you say, then speak our name. You don't know our name. Our name is known to me. Do I lie? Yes, I do, and I shall not allow you to trick me into a battle. We shall see, Spirit. Prepare. Okay. No, you will not. You will rejoin me, and we shall become as one again, as we were meant. You know not what you do. If we were united, then it shall be an ending. There shall be no future for us. We shall go on to further torments. It is better that happens than the multiverse continues to suffer because of us. If we become one, we shall suffer. There is too much of the nature of the first one it is for us to be saved. We shall be damned. You know not what you do. No, I know very well what I do. And I think this is the only answer. Prepare yourselves. Know that I have always hated you, Broken One. When we are one, I will continue to hate you. When your shell dies at last, know that I shall take pleasure in your death. I can live with that. Know that my hatred for you shall unmake the plains. Prepare yourself. We shall be as one again until your last moments. Before we do, what of my friends? Is it possible to save them? I am mortality itself, the nature of life, and death is something I know. Well, when we are one, my knowing shall be yours. Very well, I am ready to be mortal again. Hey, Mort wasn't dead. As you reach out with your power, Mort suddenly floats into the air. Hey, hold up, Chief. You don't need to resurrect me. I was just kind of like, you were feigning death! Well, yeah, I mean, I'm already dead. And the Chief, what happened to your voice? I am something else now. Time runs short, and soon time and fate will catch up with me. I will return you to Sigil Mort if you wish it. What, return me? What about you? Come on, Chief, I may be a coward, but there's no way I'm leaving you in this place. Many are the crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. You may not go where I will soon be. Well, I could go with you anyway, Chief, if you wanted me to. I mean, we've been through work. This is not this time. Perhaps one day you and I will meet again on another plane, but not now.
But it's been a pleasure, Chief.
Farewell, Mort. Oh, this must be the good ending, then. You reach out with your power, there is a rush of air, and Anna stirs. She raises her head slowly, then shakes it confused. Anna, are you alright? Anna's eyes widen as she hears her voice. What happened to your voice? It like echoes it is. I have changed, I am something else now, and I cannot remain here much longer. I will return you to Sigil if you wish it. Anna opens her mouth and pauses. Where are you going? Many are the crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. There is a place reserved for one such as I on the lower planes. It is punishment of a sort. But I don't want you to go. I will not forget how much you were willing to sacrifice for me, Anna. Anna nods. She looks like she's about to say something, but then falls silent. But the unspoken thought remains in her mind, lingering. I do not need your words to know your heart, Anna. Farewell. Dakan lives! You have died. You are free. As your power touches him, Dakan takes a staggered breath and looks up weakly. It looks like he's barely clinging to life. Awakened Dakan of Shirkatalar, last wielder of the Karach blade. As he hears your words, Dakan slowly nods. Your voice, have you at least come to know yourself? Yes, it was a difficult thing, and it cost many lifetimes. Many suffered so that I might know myself again. The knowing of oneself is a difficult path. In knowing it, I know where I shall soon be bound. Time and fate come here even as we speak. And I will not be here much longer. I will return you to Sigil, Dakan, if you wish. Dakan falls silent for a moment. When he speaks again, his voice is sharp as if severing a link. Know that once I owed you a debt. Know that you saved my life, and know that I followed you to settle that debt.
I have paid for your life with mine. The debt is settled.
Very well, Dakan. Our two deaths were as one. You will leave this place with your freedom. As your power touches falls from Grace, she rises dizzily to her feet. Even disoriented, she somehow manages to maintain her composure. Fall from Grace. She looks up, and she holds your eyes for a moment, then she smiles, but it is a slight smile that carries more sadness than anything else. Your voice, so you have found yourself at last. Yes, the price was high, the cost was many lifetimes, mine and others. The price of such a thing is seldom measured in copper. I am still the one you know, but my perspective has changed. I have not forgotten you, if that is your fear. She smiles again, my same sad smile as before. No, that was not my fear. I cannot remain here for much longer. My punishment calls, and fate and time shall soon be here. I will return you to Sigil if you wish. That is not my wish. She reaches forward and her hand lightly touches your arm. There is a slight tingling sensation, barely felt, and then she takes it away. I will find you again, no matter where in the lower planes you will be, just as you shall be able to find me. It may be a long time where I am bound. Time is not measured in years, and the crimes I have committed are stronger than any cage. No cage shall separate us, and no plane shall divide us. Her face becomes like stone. Keep thinking of me, and we shall meet again. I shall not forget all you sacrificed for me. She shakes her head. Just do not forget me. Time lays waste to all things, but I shall fight it as long as I can.
Enemy. Forever is.
Perhaps so. Farewell, Grace. Oh, the Blood War. That has to be the good ending. That has to be the good ending. Because you combine with your mortality, you save the planes of existence. Neat. Yeah, I think that's, of the endings that I got there, that's definitely got to be the good ending. You get to save all of your allies. And you get to save the planes as well, so you get to save everything. Unatu, it's unlikely there's going to be a streamed D&D campaign for me and Grimmeth. Not because I don't think Grimmeth would like that, but because I don't have the time. I can't make that kind of commitment that often. It's very difficult, both with my job. I'm able to stream now because of the COVID situation. If the COVID situation wasn't about, my life would be too busy. So, I'm still able to play tabletop games and stuff like that, and I've got something I'm doing with him, but it's not recorded. It's good fun though. I do enjoy playing D&D games with Grimmeth. He's great role-playing fun. But how are you all, guys? How are you all, guys? Sorry, it's really late, and my brain's starting to turn off. Because I just finished. I only slept in 4 hours sleep. Then I had a full shift. And then, well, it's 1 AM for me. I did watch as much of it as I could, Valky, while I was working, but as soon as 10 hit, I was like, I want to push to finish this Planescape. Ooh, nice guitar solo. I like that. I might try and see if I can find that music. That was really neat. I actually really like